All right, everybody. My name is Ukiyo, returning back on the mic. I know it's been a while, and we are here with the ANC internship number 18. I am joined here with the lovely commentator that we've had here a couple of times, Jorts. How are we doing today, homie?
I am so excited to be here. I am so glad to be back with ANC internship once again. I could not be doing better. I'm really looking forward to this.
Awesome. I know we're excited to have you back every single time you're on comms. It's an amazing bracket to watch. If we have you on the beginner, if we have you in the actual internship itself, it's always great to watch. But we are coming back here once again for you guys. We got a bunch of matches here today. I do know that we're going to have a very open cast of characters. I know we have some Ukiyo, we have some Anji, we have some Sin in there. I believe we also even still have an Happy Chaos team even after all the nerfs. So we're going to get to see a lot of different styles of gameplay, a lot of different approaches to things like neutral and defense with all these options that these characters are going to represent. And I'm excited to see exactly how these mentors and students have been doing it. For anybody who's new to the event or watching for the first time, this is a round robin tournament. Essentially, everybody plays everybody, and we have a mentor side and a student side. Mentor side normally has, exactly as it says, all the mentors, and they will most of the time they do go first, right? Right? They go first in the stream matches. I believe so.
Yes, to my understanding,
Yes.
yep, the standard will be the mentors first and then the students. So it's kind of
Yeah.
my favorite format for this because you can see often when the students are fighting a lot of what they picked up from the mentors in their matches.
Oh, exactly. And having that, as you were just talking about, George, having that ability to see how the student or the mentor plays versus the other mentor, understanding the matchup, understanding the options is always great. And I believe we're going to be coming up here with our first set, which is going to be the Anji versus Jacko team.
Excellent. This is going to be a really interesting one. Anji has such a unique matchup into so many characters, and I am absolutely fascinated to see how particularly that works against Jacko, because that feels like one where there's going to be a lot of swings and lows for both of these characters here.
I can definitely see it. From my perspective, there's a lot of ways that these characters can approach neutral. Jacko being way more of a passive character that wants to get out those minions, wants to try to disrupt people from approaching or attacking with those attack claps, but also stop them from pressing into you with those defense claps. But Anji, with the spin, might be able to ignore that. We're already seeing Cryovate kind of push into the corner. Triple Dent Gun going to be able to get hit here. Does the minion recall, conserves a little bit of gauge, and we're already seeing that Elysium driver either does no damage or all the damage in the world. Going to pile some up here, pushes post wall break, going to be able to get that hard knockdown and reset that pressure.
Absolutely nasty combos here from Cryovolts. And oh my god, Triple Dead Gum already stuck back in the corner having to deal with that minion spam again.
The mix is so incredibly deadly. Cryo already going to get the first round here with a perfect Triple Dent Gun. Going to be able
strong.
Triple Dent going to be having to maybe pull some adaptations here. Gets the spin, has the fishy follow-up. Going to be able to reset neutral. Big counter hit here, but Cryo going to use that burst right back.
Very nice stuff here. All right. Ooh, all right. It looked like Cryovolt trying to go for the burst bait there, but Triple Dent Gum very wisely, I think, saving it, except they're going to have to use it soon if they want to use it. There we go. Very nice burst out.
The way Cryo is just approaching with these high-low situations, we get to see a nice little combo. Going to be able to put into the corner. Calls out the 6P on the minion with a 2D, kind of using that long-range preemptive button to approach and get a nice little counter hit. Cryo going to be able to take that first game here in this set.
Very strong first round from Cryo here. And Triple Dent Gun doing a lot of exactly the right stuff. That Jacko pressure is just nasty.
It's very hard to defend against the set play that Cryo is applying. From my perspective, fighting Jacko, it's a lot of FD. It's a lot of guessing on strike throw. It's a lot of trying your best to, not get overloaded by this mental stack. And Cryo's just doing such a great job at representing it in so many ways. But Triple Dent is a mentor, and they wouldn't be here if they didn't kind of understand not only their character, but also what to do in these situations.
Absolutely true. Oh, nice grab. That was beautiful right there. All right, now we're getting to see the Anji corner pressure instead, which similarly terrifying to Jacko. Anji is one of the characters. Nice block there.
Ooh, tried to go for a combo there, but didn't exactly get the input that we wanted to get. And use that charge dust to be able to break us through the wall. Positive bonus is in effect now since we don't have that tension penalty. Triple Dent kind of taking a more cautious approach to neutral now, using those Fujins, but Cryo going to be able to do a good bit here. The 2H going to be able to chew through that Anji guts. Going to let us take another round here, even though Triple Dent did show some great signs of life.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. That felt like anyone's round, 100%. Oh, and here we go. Triple Dent getting that pressure on the board again, getting to throw Cryo into the corner here a little bit. Ooh, gets the burst out.
And just doing a great job at approaching with these charged specials. Going to be able to get a nice little wall break here. We've seen this situation so many times on the side of Cryo, but now we're getting to see what Triple Dent going to be able to do with it. Gets a nice little counter hit with that 2S frame trap. Tries to go for it once again, farming these plus frames with that 2H. Going to be able to get a nice little frame trap, but not able to get the combo link off of the low.
Nice. Good catch there. Yeah, after a very, very strong start from Cryo in that first game there, this is increasingly feeling like Triple Dent is sort of getting to download a little bit and being able to push back there. Though, as I say that, really nice pressure swing from Cryo coming out here.
I mean, sometimes in Guilty Gear, you have to take those trades with your life. You got to be a little bit more aggressive. You got to be willing to take a hit, and Anji is one of those characters that has the health to be able to do that. Cryo gonna be able to show us what this Jacko pressure looks like. Goes for the low situation. Now you're just getting stuck in stagger pressure. Defense command gonna allow us to kind of kick these little dudes around all we want. The burst's gonna come out, but now we're stuck in a neutral situation once again, and it's so hard to interact with Jacko, but we're able to get a nice little spin.
All right. Oh, okay, gets the burst out, but Triple Dent here with 1 HP and a prayer, and the minion takes it.
I mean, tried to use a falling button there to get both of the minions off of the screen, but was only able to get one. Cryo able to punish that landing recovery. Going to be able to take another game in this set, going up 2-0. But, I mean, this is Guilty Gear. Even after all of the nerfs that we've seen, all the lowering of the power level, this game could still change on the swing of a single round. So, all it takes is for Triple Dent to be able to get one little piece of momentum, and I believe they can run with it.
100%, especially after the last game we saw right there. That was really down to the wire on both sides there. Though, and actually, while we're discussing that, or you know what, let's let this play out, and we can talk about how the scoring system works in between this and the next game.
I mean, Cryo has already tried to get some good points in for that scoring system, as we will soon see. But now just getting absolutely clobbered by this pressure. Triple Dent just not getting any room to breathe, not able to create that room of space for themselves yet, but Cryo has a hard knockdown. We're going to be able to see it once again. Goes for a spacing trap with the backdash. 2D counter hit. We got to save a little bit of stamina gauge or minion gauge or whatever you want to call it. Going to use that 2H to boot up into the air, but what a throw.
Triple Dent's defense is amazing. My God. Ooh. And same to Cryo there. That block on that PRC was very, very nice. But okay, all right, Triple Dent starting to even out the HP here. Oh, does not go for the hard knockdown, but now has some meter post-wall break. Oh. But Cryo finishing it off there.
Tried to use that stun dipper at home. PRC gets a nice little spin here to start the pressure, but doesn't really work out. We use the stun dipper at home. Gonna be able to push into the corner. Now we're running that strike throw, building that risk, trying to crank these options, using that burst automatically, trying to use it offensively, gets the bomb set up, able to get the combo off of it. Cryo hitting a Twitter clip on stream.
Absolutely beautiful stuff there. Those bombs do so much more damage than you expect every single time. Goes for the low off the PRC there. Triple Dent's health is getting very, very low, but good mash there. As the 100 tension just needs an opportunity to use it. Oh,
and the reset into the charge dust. We know our combos. Triple Dent gonna be able to claw back for some life in this set. Cryo is on set point, but Triple Dent trying to show a little bit of life here. The 2H gonna let us connect into that minion call, get that hard knockdown, run up for some more pressure. Minion set into the call, gonna be able to set that strike throw situation. Triple Dent just trying to be patient, trying to block, gets hit by the low burst automatically, showing how much effective health matters when in relation to having these resources. Gets a safe jab. We're gonna be able to block that super here.
Oh, good burst there from Cryo.
Back is to the corner,
nice
using the resources. It's a nice little space.
That YRC can be... Sorry.
It's a nice little spacing trap here. Gonna push into the corner. Close slash coming out. Gets a big counter hit, but can't convert. Cryo doesn't have the tension to get out of this. The YRC gets spaced out. Gonna be able to get hit with the tap dust. We've seen Triple Dent hit the charge dust, but Cryo finishes off the set with that charge dust. Now, I believe, George, you said something about the scoring system. Why don't you explain that for us?
Absolutely, absolutely. So, Cryo there, the clean 3-0 was not just for style. The way that the scoring works for the internship is that every single game won by either player, regardless of whether the best of 3 goes in your favor or not, is going to add points for your team. And in fact, the mentors get 1 point for each game that they win. Students get 2 points for each game that they win. So Cryo taking that 3-0 has put the Jacko team currently up 3-0 against the Anji team. However, as the scoring system suggests, the real meat is in who wins of the internship and how many games each of the interns take. So showing off your stuff as a mentor, very good, very important, very cool. But what matters most of all is what you're able to teach your interns here.
Exactly. It's one of these situations where we're trying to facilitate growth. And while it is nice to be able to see these mentors and these students win these games, it's all about learning in the end. They're all going to get great VODs to be able to review. And even if they do end up winning the internship, they still have the ability to stay in the server and get this information. But now we're going to see Eclipse versus Frosty Dog, a teammate of mine. So maybe a little bias here, but we'll be able to see them do great things. Eclipse here on the Anji, kind of trying to replicate what Triple Dent was doing, being a little bit more patient on defense. Frosty gonna put us into the corner, and we're seeing that Cryo pressure come out. The enhanced Fujin gonna be able to get us an overhead, goes for the left-right situation, and we know the combo off of it. 100 tension here for Frosty. What are we gonna do with it?
Nice. Oh, very nice grab there from Eclipse. And yeah, I don't know if Cryo tutoring Frosty was on purpose or not, but the name is very, very great, and you can already tell she's learned a lot from her mentor in terms of style here.
Exactly. You know, we're seeing a lot of great pressure sequences, a lot of great strings, but what we are getting to see a little bit more of is those. Oh, we're trying to get to see some of that strike throw, but we're just a little bit too plus there. Frosty able to get out of the situation. Tap Dust RC gonna be able to get us a nice little bit of corner carry, and now you're stuck with the corner to your back. Eclipse gonna get thrown here for the round.
Very nice stuff from Frosty there. Showing off the true power of a character who normally fights from distance, going in for that throw.
Ooh, a nice little conversion there from Frosty. Gonna be able to push us into the corner even more. This screen space control is really important for both characters, and Eclipse is showing it off. Gets a nice little reset into the needles, but the conversion doesn't connect exactly how we thought it would.
Ooh, all right. I'm loving the minion toss stuff we're getting here from Frosty. Oh, and great. Okay. Love the pressure Eclipse is using here to get out of this corner. You really got to be just bold as hell against Jacko sometimes, because she will lock you in the corner and she will never let you out if you don't force your turn back.
Exactly. And it's such a great showcase of neutral. We see Chloe in the chat. It's been a while since we've seen you here to internship. It's so great to see you, homie. But now we're just seeing, you came in at the perfect time. We're seeing two interns start their set after a really good set between their mentors versus Cryovolts and Triple Dent Gun. So now we're seeing a little bit of corner push from Eclipse. After that wall break, going to be able to try to go for a burst bait here, but it doesn't work out. Frosty has only a little bit of health left, but we have a lot of minion gauge left in the tank. Going to be able to get every minion back on the field, trying to use this 5H with 5H pressure to start something. We get the tap dust, but we don't have meter to salvage it. Not able to kill. We're just going for these pressure resets. Pull a minion back away, trying to be a little bit more pressure, a little bit more patient, I should say. We got a lot of health to get down. We have the tap dust RC. We're gonna be able to do so much damage.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Come on, Guilty Gear. We working? We working? All right, there we go. Oh, and that is going to be it. Very, very good patience there from Eclipse in that first game. I think you could really see the thought process of, okay, I just need to hit her one more time. I'm not going to push my turn. I'm not going to give her opportunities to get those really long combos off. If I take chip damage, I take chip damage. We're just looking for that one last hit, and that did end up paying off.
Exactly. And now we're getting to see a lot of what these buttons can do inside of Anji's clip. Inside of Anji's hit, I should say. We have a lot of these projectiles being thrown out by Jacko, and we saw a little bit of it from Triple Dent Gum in the first set, but a lot of playing neutral versus Jacko is about clearing the field, allowing yourself a chance to be able to get back in and actually abuse the fact that her defensive options aren't that great. She does have some good buttons, don't get me wrong, but whenever we're able to see Eclipse push us into the corner, we're really seeing them maximize that control that they have over Frosty. But Frosty doing the same thing here, showing off that we gotta have access to that 2P and these spacings to be able to make the most out of our defensive buttons on Anji.
Ooh, all right, some very good pressure here happening. Nice, into the grab. Get your opponent to respect the strike and then go for the throw when they're already blocking.
We love conditioning around here. We love conditioning around here. YRC gonna come out though. Ooh. We use the meter, big counter hit 2S, able to get the run-up throw on the reset. Eclipse showing signs of what let them win that first game. Now we're getting that 2K 2D from Frosty. Tries to go for maybe a little bit of a reset. He can save that minion meter. Trying to kind of poke back and forth inside of neutral. Gets the needle reset into plus frames, but doesn't follow up off of the Fujin hit. Tries to get something started once again, but the knockdown situation for Frosty here is going to be way too good of an opportunity to pass up.
Very nice wall break there. Frosty, all right, using some of that meter that she's going to get back with that positive bonus. Good stuff. Already has Eclipse in the corner again. Tap dust again, gets the kill. Very, very nice.
Nice little kill there, breathe some life back into the set. Both of these games so far have went down to final round, but Cryo just not able to pull it out in that first one. Eclipse kind of just suffocating with that pressure. A nice little 2K mash out forces the burst from Eclipse. Frosty is able to be saved by the plus frames there on that grab. Gonna be able to go for a reset with that 5H. Goes for the little minion kick, tries to get a frame trap, get some more pressure, but it doesn't work out. We try to go for a throw of our own.
Nice. Great opportunity there from Eclipse. Taking that chance to put Frosty in the corner there. But I speak too soon. Frosty's right back out.
Now we're going for this defense command to be able to stop Eclipse from using these great defensive buttons. Gets a big counter hit. Has the minions on the field. Not able to suffocate with our pressure like we wanted to. We're one interaction for both these players. Gets the burst. Maybe not trying to bait out their Eclipse. Playing back at range once again. And gets the chip out kill from full screen.
My God. What a way to even that up. Nasty work, and I mean that as a tremendous compliment. Very, very good stuff there.
Amazing stuff from both players here. We're seeing a lot in the realm of an adaptation and that ability to kind of sense what your opponent is doing and giving a better check for what's happening. Maybe we have the moderators, the mentors in call with these students, kind of giving them some tips on the matchup and kind of helping each other out. But it looks like it's really working on both sides. Both these players are doing a great job at kind of interacting with each other in neutral, and Frosty's doing a great job at interacting on defense, using those 2Ks, using those 2Ps, not letting Eclipse get away with these resets like they've been trying to go for. But we see a nice little Oki setup with the butterfly. We're seeing how important of a tool it is to use in any kind of matchup.
We're seeing the true power of the grappler Anji here. My goodness.
I mean, we're using these buttons to try to secure our spacings here, not letting pressure get the best of us.
Ooh, good dash.
Eclipse being really patient there, not letting Frosty get what they want from these offensive interactions. Tries to maybe backdash the burst.
Oh, but all right, gets it out of Frosty as well. We're back to even there.
Oh, did they jump over Frosty's 2K? Did Eclipse just show some tech here?
That
Anyway.
was nasty.
Gonna be able to get back into neutral once again, using these 5Ks to kind of harass Frosty from range to make them commit to these options, using the 2H to try to farm some plus frames and get a meaty setup, but doesn't exactly work out. Goes for the close slash. We see the reversal super, gonna be able to come out. Elysium driver doing some good damage.
And that unscaled Elysium driver damage is so nasty.
Especially versus a character like Anji that has these kind of guts. You need that big damage whenever you can get it. We react to the tap does. Good throw from Frosty. So aware of these pressure sequences. The 2K gonna add a little bit of a proration to our combo. So now we're not able to kill when we might have been able to. Holding down back, using that YRC, not letting Eclipse continue this pressure with the butterfly. Oki gonna try and push more into the corner, using that Fujin to try to break these minions. Frosty trying to hold on to this game, gets the tap dust, has the 2H. We're going to another final round.
These two are too evenly matched. This is terrifying. I'm on the edge of my seat already.
Great use of these Abare buttons from Frosty. I know I've already said it once, but it's such an important thing whenever you're fighting any character in the game, is being aware on defense and not being afraid to mash when it makes sense.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Nice far slash here, trying to get the run up throw. Goes for the greediest burst bait I've seen in a long time.
That is the greed they speak of in the Bible right there. My goodness.
I mean, heavy is the head, is the burst bait. It trying to go for something here, trying to capitalize off of that burst bait situation. Goes in for the low. We're seeing some good mix from Frosty. You've got to be careful though. At the win, got the meter in the wings, but gets the overhead Eclipse. Gonna be able to go up in the set 2-1, but Frosty made those games close. So this set is not over yet.
Absolutely not over yet. We can see Eclipse trying to take some revenge for the mentor there. It's a beautiful thing. But Frosty, she has been matching blow for every single one of this.
Very,
also,
very true.
I see in chat, burst baiting is an epidemic from Callie, who would definitely know and would definitely never be a part of that epidemic, ever.
There are times where it makes sense to burst bait, but normally it is not worth burst baiting. Trying to go in here. Frosty playing a little bit more patient neutral now, not trying to interact with these buttons in a button-to-button sequence. Frosty doing a great job at keeping up this pressure, gets the minion pool, runs away, but Eclipse able to spin through it, start this pressure with the fish.
Good starting pressure here. Eclipse already down so much health. This is going to be a great position for Frosty here.
And we go straight for the minion pool, reset up this pressure, gets a nice little 2D, has the combo off of it, but Eclipse, understanding how much health that Anji does have, gives a burst there, able to get that nice and meaty sequence from that OTG situation. Charge Fujin, gonna allow us to approach here, but the 2K, the 2P into 2K there, nice situational awareness from Frosty, gonna be able to secure that round.
Absolutely, and that's about the best round Frosty could have asked for. She got a very nice clean win there. She got to keep her own burst. She got to take Eclipse's burst. You would love to be in that position.
Oh, exactly. And now we're just trying to space out Anji, not trying to let them approach. Tries to go for the stun dipper at home, but didn't use the meter behind it to upgrade its effectiveness. Trying to farm plus frames with this 2H, but Frosty not having it. Tries to go for a parry, but Frosty tries to get the punish and it doesn't end up working.
Oh, all right, this might be the kill. That is the kill. Good stuff from Eclipse. They're taking us to another round 3. My God. Also, Julie, I very much agree with Julie in chat saying this makes her want to try Jacko, because I am watching this, I'm going like, wow, I didn't know Jacko could do that. That's really cool. Oh, that looks stylish.
There's a lot of things that Jacko can do that has a good bit of sauce to it. Like there's some bomb setups here, but Eclipse is on set point, has the health lead. The only thing Frosty has to their name is a burst and a little bit of tension. The 2P to try and bait out that minion press, using that 2H to farm these plus frames. You're getting backed up into the corner. The risk is building faster than the meter that you have to get out of the situation. 2S gonna come out here from Eclipse, trying to not let this slip away from their fingertips. Burst to get everything off of the screen. Run up throw from downtown. Gets a big counter hit. Gonna be able to spin the meter, but not able to kill. Eclipse using that stun dipper at home. We have the reversal super in our midst, but we have to FD out. Gets the run and it ends up killing Eclipse. Gonna be able to take the set 3-1, but it was so much closer than the score ended up showing.
What a nail biter. My God. Oh my good. I don't even know what you say after a set like that. Amazing stuff from both of the students there. Absolutely, absolutely delightful to watch. And shout out once again to both Cryo and Triple Dent Gum, because you trained your students very well. That was some beautiful stuff we were getting to see from them. Really lovely.
I mean, yeah, it's great things from both sides, and we're going to be able to see a big lead come out here for the, I'm thinking for the Happy Chaos team. Yeah, I can look, I can read. The Happy Chaos team putting in some work off stream. I believe we are going to see them next against the Ukiyo team, so it will be a lot of fun to see them there. But Eclipse doing great in that set, putting some points up on the board.
Absolutely. And I'm glad we're, you know what? It's important to note we are Guilty Gear Strive players. We can read. We're beating the stereotypes here. I'm proud of us.
Hey, I had to try.
But yeah, wow, very, very strong stuff on the board already from that Happy Chaos team. And it looks like yeah, all right. So it looks like fingers crossed, knock on wood, the scuff will not claim us. Maybe having a little bit of trouble with one of the students, but I'm sure they will show up very shortly. And in the meantime, we get to see the mentors.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, even if I'm thinking, man, I'm doing a lot of thinking today. So, I thought of something. You know, we've already seen Anji and Jacko on stream. Next, we're going to be able to see Happy Chaos and Ukiyo. One interesting thing about this event is how it pulls together these different types of characters that all have their own different types of players. Some characters don't allow for as much expression as others, which is sadly the case with Guilty Gear, but there are a lot of characters that do. And I do believe that we're going to be able to see a lot of characters tonight that do allow for that skill expression, that do allow to show how much you've learned in that short of time. So it's going to be great to be able to see what these players can do, not only the mentors, but the students. And I mean, just look at what our first set was. Eclipse and Frosty both look like they had an amazing training sessions with their mentors, because look what they were able to show off. Look what they were able to do.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's got to be such a, and you know, I speak from experience here. Shout out to Gear in chat. I see you, my goat. There is nothing quite as fun as a mentor as getting your student get to do some absolutely cool stuff on stream. It's the proudest feeling in the world, and I'm sure it was the same for you with the sludge.
Oh yeah, I mean, the one event that I was able to compete in, it was great to see what it picked up from our sessions and what it learned, and I believe that it's still doing great things even with the current version of ABBA. Even though I've moved on to different characters, I now play Jam after playing Slayer for a while. It's still great to see that I was able to have a lasting impact on a student, somebody that I really cared about, and it's great to see them be successful, not only as a player, but as a commentator, just like I am.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, I actually got to hang out a bunch with hang out some with the Sludge at Combo Breaker, and it is doing amazing still. It is so much fun to see all the stuff it's doing on ABBA now.
Yeah, I mean, and and the entirety of the Rushdown Resort organization is giving a big shout out to the Fixer. That's Kobe right there. That's the homie.
All right, so we are going to have our next mentor match starting up here. We have Callie, currently under the name Jesus Cat 31 fan, versus our Happy Chaos here, Flane. And you know, if there's one thing I know about Callie is that she loves matchups where she has to play very patiently and sort of do a lot of blocking. So I'm sure she's very enthused about fighting a Happy Chaos for this.
Oh, we're going to be able to see a lot of great defensive techniques come out in the wins, like that Abare 2S there to try and stop Flame from approaching with the gun out. Now we're going to be going back to full screen, kind of showing how this character's game plan has changed over time. Happy Chaos used to be this insane rushdown character that could zone, but now it seems like the devs wanted to force him more to be more of a zoner, more of somebody that applies pressure from afar to be able to cash out on that pressure when coming up, just like the character that I know, Axel Lowe, you know, having that great far away pressure, but also being able to approach and do some things whenever we have that mental stack started.
Absolutely, absolutely. Ooh, good tap dust there.
Not only great tap dust, but another thing that we're seeing from Flane is just this resource management. We haven't had a character so far that really has to do resource management the way that Happy Chaos does. We had Jacko, but it's not exactly the same. They got two different bars that they have to be able to manage, both bullets and focus. And Flame doing a great job at keeping the corner and not letting Callie escape with much of any kind of hesitancy. Has that ability to go for that super, but we see the DP get the counter on the screen, Emily. Get the counter on the screen.
Oh, and we've got another one.
That's two. I'm keeping count. Gonna go for that 2S here. Good bit of disjoint, trying to move forward. Has the focus shot, gonna be able to secure some plus frames. Callie trying her best to rush down, but it's not really working. Gets a big 2K, gonna be able to get a nice conversion and push to the corner. Flane, no resources on his side, but gonna be able to try and jump out of the situation. Reacts to the overhead, but can't get the meaty. And there's a third DP.
Oh, third time was not the charm for Callie there. Oh.
I would hope to God it's less. I would really hope it's less.
Callie's sitting down for round one. All right, my student, there is one thing I must teach you.
All right, so you see this input? It's forward, down, and then down forward. Yeah.
Oh, we've got
No.
got our
No.
student in chat.
Oh no.
Oh, listen, the Unica mans, they love their buttons. You can't be a Unica player if you don't love your buttons.
And now we're gonna get into another game here. Flame gonna be able to push to the corner, get that wall break, not having to spin meter to do it. Callie gonna go ahead and use that burst. Doesn't want Flame to get too much of a resource advantage here, but it doesn't end up working how we planned it to.
All right. Ooh, all right. And we're seeing Callie, I think round one was being a little more like cautious on that defense there, and I think she's making the adjustment of having to go like, okay, I'm relatively confident I can mash here. We're gonna mash here. I'm not letting Flame just keep me in pressure forever.
I mean, but Flame, the way that they're interacting with these neutral buttons, with that 2S, with this 5S, with that 5K, doing a great job at showing what exactly can happen. But the 6H gonna be able to go through the cursed projectile, and now we're just playing that neutral once again. That JH, formerly known as J2K, gonna be able to get a nice counter hit here and push us through the wall to get more positive bonus on our side.
Absolutely. Yeah, and as Julie was saying in chat earlier, there is a lot of actually like really, really stylish footsies happening in this game. I am enjoying it the hell out of the neutral we're seeing here.
Both these characters want to have some type of control over neutral. Unica does it with these big buttons, with this ability to throw out plus on block projectiles and actually enforce some type of pressure situation, but Happy Chaos is doing it with a literal gun. So it's very interesting to see how these characters interact with each other, and Callie gonna be able to get around there with that chip damage.
And that's honestly one of the very fun things about commenting Happy Chaos in general, is because a lot of times you're like, oh, character has this option, character has that option, and then you go to Happy Chaos and you're like, Happy Chaos has a gun. He will be shooting you with the gun in a variety of different ways. And not that Happy Chaos doesn't have a lot of other cool options, but that gun is very front and center to that plan there.
I mean, and we can't forget, Utica does too have a gun. It just works in a little bit different ways because it's also a bike. It's also stun dipper. It's also a overhead sometimes, which looks like greed sever. So it's a multi-fitting gun.
Indeed, indeed. You know, Happy Chaos brought a knife to brought a gun to a knife fight. Utica brought a sort of multi-tool to the gunfight.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it is pretty much a multi-tool. She does slam with it like it's a big, blunt knife thing. It's like it's like wooden swords that like samurais practice with.
Yes,
like,
yes.
Like that, but big and made of metal. It's more like a hammer.
Yeah. Right? She really does take after Soul in that way, you know?
Yeah, that's true. I guess you can say that. But Flame here, it's grabbing that other round. We've seen 4 DPs from Callie so far. So maybe 2 a game, 1 a round.
Ooh.
Go for that 2K 2D, tries to go for the 2S once again, using that big far slash to try to claim some type of neutral from Flame, but Flame just doing such a great job. It's suffocating Callie from afar to be able to go for this meaty situation here. Spaces out that 5H to 6H, gonna be able to get through that curse ball, but we're just getting counter hits galore.
Absolutely, yeah. There was a very strong count. Oh, gets the burst out of Flame. That's a good situation for Callie here, though she is on a health deficit here that is hard to make up against any character, but especially hard to make up against Happy Chaos.
But yeah, it's just like you're saying, Jorts. Happy Chaos does such a great job of just snowballing with that presence. Even less so now, I would say, with the changes that he did get inside the most recent balance patch. But he definitely can still do it. 6. Gonna be able to come in here for that 2S, using these big disjoints, trying to push into the corner. Gets the big throw. Such a hard guessing game whenever you're fighting versus a character like Happy Chaos and a player like Flame. Gonna use this super, gonna break through the wall. 1 hit away from securing the set. On your back, last chance here. Gonna use the burst, but you have such a mountain to climb. Gonna be able to get this meaty. The YRC from full screen doesn't end up working out.
We have had, so far, in both of these mentor matches, we've had sort of matches where you were seeing a lot of snowballing based on who wins that first mid-screen interaction, and I think we got a really good sense there of just how effectively Happy Chaos can really play on that, you know? Because we were seeing the same thing with Jacko, we were seeing the same thing with Anji, we were seeing the same thing with Unica, but Happy Chaos in particular, it can be hard to crawl back in, especially if you are a character who does not have a lot of those strong zoning options. When you are down half your health, trying to go back, instant block these barrage of bullets to get in and try to beat him up, it's a rough situation.
In my mind, it's a lot about it's a lot about how you are approaching the projectiles themselves, right? It's a string of bullets that's going to come out anytime that he fires, whenever he goes to reload, or whenever he tries to do something of the form of kind of just refreshing his resources. So it's about dash blocking. It's about poking in space, not so much poking whenever you have the projectiles bearing down on you, but trying to kind of have that balance between poking and not letting yourself be poked, if that makes any sense. It's a very hard balance game, but we're going to be able to see the Unica student try and start it here.
Absolutely. All right, Tsukiyomi versus Ayaka here. And this is going to be a very, very interesting one because, the gold burst doesn't quite work out here, but nice jump out of the corner there. Very, very good stuff from Tsukiyomi. Unfortunately, that gold burst earlier means they don't have the opportunity to burst out of any of the rest of this that might be coming up.
Now going for the JS here, are we going to be able to see a nice little combo here from the Happy Chaos? Going to be able to see the 5K, 6K loops here from Happy Chaos, and now we're kind of just trying to play that range game. We're not really using the gun much in neutral like we saw Flame do, but we are using these great buttons. We are using that 2K, we are using that far slash, big JH left-right situation here from Tsukiyomi. Gonna be able to get that BRC grab, gets the curse to try and gain some space, and the Happy Chaos student, how do you pronounce their name?
That should be Ayaka.
I messed with it.
Stylish.
I mean, and now just getting a nice little dash cancel here. Tsukuyomi kind of bearing down with this pressure. A nice jump there from
Oh
Ayaka,
my
but
goodness.
it doesn't exactly work out. The damage just gets piled on whenever you have so little effective health like Happy Chaos. These big hits from Unica really do mean a lot.
Nasty work there. What have you been feeding your student, Callie? That was some good stuff.
Using that JD fire, trying to secure some space here, backdashing from that far slash, trying to use these bullets in neutral. Gets a nice little anti-air there with the gun. Ayaka doing a great job at just securing this pressure. DP doesn't end up working out, but the curse is able to stuff it out. Gets a nice little counter hit. Gonna be able to get the focus right in the middle. Has the gunshot. We have the resources. We have the buff on the focus. Now we have positive bonus. Things aren't looking great for Tsukuyomi.
No, indeed. Oh, and there we go. Ayaka cleaning up round 1 here. Game 1. My apologies. But once again, very close stuff we were seeing.
I mean, and now, kind of just having a reset here after that first game. The Happy Chaos student did end up taking it, but that does not mean that Tsukuyomi is out of it. Definitely not.
100%. Yeah, and speaking on a conversation that's happening in chat, I really do hope we get some of these icons released in a form that isn't Battle Pass, because having them time limited is such a bummer. It's a really stylish thing they've given us.
But
Alright, let's see here.
You could just buy every single Battle Pass and grind every single item from it, because, you know, everybody has time to do that, right?
Of course, of course.
I mean, but tries to go for a tap dust here. Tsukuyomi doing a great mash with it. Was that a DP anti-air, or was that a combo into DP? I don't know.
Good question. Oh, clever RC there from Ayaka, but unfortunately put them in a bit of a rough position here. But never mind, right back out. We have the clone up. You don't see that too much these days.
I mean, it's so incredibly good for neutral whenever you have characters like Unica that can throw out these big buttons. Focus ends up going out from Ayaka, having to weather the storm to get past it. Gonna go for the low, and we RPS with the DP there, win our own minus frames.
Nice stuff there from Tsukuyomi.
For the fuzzy jump, nice use of the backdash there to try and space out the far slash from Unica. Tries to go for a frame trap there off of that 2P, but it doesn't end up working out. Goes in for the tap dust, gets a nice little conversion, gets the reset into refreshing these resources.
Right, good burst chance there from Ayaka. Good block on the DP. Oh, but does not get a chance to punish.
Try to claim some more space here, gets those plus frames. Ends our turn though from that far range, able to get the cross up with the roll, but not able to get the conversion. Tries to go for the big 5H conversion. Gonna try and go for the slide, but it ends up getting blocked. Maybe it was a reset into a meaty stun dipper, or daughter dipper, I should say, and let Tsukuyomi take the game, tying up the set 1-1.
Very, very nice. I'm getting deja vu from our last set here. You know, it's once again, it feels like the students are absolutely clashing for their mentor's honor here. Yeah, Callie, your student is indeed very nice with it. That was some neat stuff. Listen, mashing on negative is only wrong if it doesn't work.
I mean, something's only negative if your opponent is able to punish it. Like, come on now. I mean, now we're gonna be able to reset back into neutral. being it, tries to go for the focus shot, kind of have to ID or just dash block into these projectiles that Tsukuyomi is putting out. Nice little conversion there. Lets us get off the gun to be able to play neutral with these approach options. The curse or the focus does end up running out, so we're not able to exactly use the gun whenever we want.
Good stuff there. Really nice stuff from Ayaka. And side note, can't have that slander in chat. Callie, you are goated. Ooh, but good stuff. Good stuff from Tsukiyomi there. But amazing get out of the corner from Ayaka.
Gets a nice little JH there to reset the situation. Goes in for the curse, trying to reset the ID, trying to interrupt Tsukuyomi from doing something. Ooh, nice little movement tech there. Ayaka gonna be able to close out this round.
Very, very nice. Oh, loving the airs, anti-airs there.
Tried to call out that DP with the jump, and now we're just using this gun to allow for spacings. Tsukuyomi doing a lot of representing that mash inside of pressure, calling out Ayaka for not having these tight confirms and these frame traps off of these gunshots.
Very nice grab, all right. But Ayaka manages to zone Tsukiyomi out a bit here and is getting that pressure, pushing Tsukiyomi into the corner. Scary position to be in. Oh, and blocks the gold burst! Oh my god.
Able to get the punish on it too. Ayaka showing a good bit of awareness, but the burst baiting, it's an epidemic. It's an epidemic. That's all I gotta say. It's all I gotta say, man. Ugh.
That's... That burst bait. That burst bait. That felt evil. There was some real evil in your heart when you go for that. And I once again, I mean that as a compliment. That was very, very cool.
We are seeing a lot coming out here from Ayaka, doing a great job at representing these spacings, especially while having the gun out, while having that threat of what could happen if you be wrong. But Tsukiyomi, it's not having it. Using that 2P, using these mashing Abare buttons to try and call out these pressure sequences. But Ayaka is one game away from taking the set in the lion's share of the points from this mentor and student block on stream.
We got the DP again.
I saw
Never punished.
IP there.
Ooh, good mash. Tsukiyomi, I think in general, one thing I want to call out and compliment is doing a very good job of not letting Ayaka do the thing that you'll see from Happy Chaos sometime, where they will just sort of chip you down until you are in a terrible position, you know? And Tsukiyomi is going, no, I'm going to be challenging that. I'm not just going to let that happen to me.
Using that VRC forward, goes for the reversal super, trading tension for tension. Ayaka kind of bewildered, going onto that backup, trying to approach with these bullets, using that 2K2D, has the hit, gonna be able to put themselves on set point.
All right. Scary situation here for Tsukiyomi. Ayaka feeling very, very confident right now. Oh, but great combo starter there. And a very nice conversion.
Trying to go for a reset there with the mix off of that JD, but now we're gonna be able to see the nice Abare pressure, gets a backwards hit on the 2-8 for the anti-air, forcing Ayaka to use that reversal burst as soon as possible, not wanting to give Tsukiyomi the round, not gonna be able to have it. Close slash 2H into the 2H follow-up. Tsukiyomi is gonna stop the bleeding for this round.
Beautiful, and I love we're getting another round 3. Also, I gotta say, it hurts watching these kids play. They're out here reacting to tap dust. That's messed up. That's messed up.
You got like diamond players reacting to tap dust. Fuck, man. But I mean, it's a testament to how well these players are running their pressure. You know, tap dust is one of those options that you have to be explicitly looking for to be able to realistically react to it. And layering on that mental stack and all those things to look for does wonders for being able to set yourself up in positions to be able to hit it. But now we're seeing Ayaka kind of have a stranglehold in this last round. Gets a big 2K2D, has the gunshot, gonna be able to use the PRC. Doesn't go for the Deus Ex Machina. Could have killed, but it did end up working. We used the curse to try to secure something. Burst bait in the big 26. Ayaka gonna be able to take that set 3-1.
Absolutely wild stuff there. Once again, getting so many round 3s, so many close matches. Beautiful stuff. Mentors, you should both be very, very proud of your students. It is clear you taught them some very, very fun stuff. And we got to see some wildly unhinged stuff from both of those students there. That reversal super there was nasty, and Ayaka was doing some very, very snazzy stuff with those dusts and with that Happy Chaos mix-up.
I mean, you learn a lot from your mentors, but as we're seeing, you know, Flame and this has Flame lost a game? Jesus, that's 12 points for the mentor side and 12 for the student. Maybe Flame and it looks like their name is Leo Artstar GG. I don't know.
I see. Okay, we're getting. See,
was
my computer background wants me to read that as not Leo, but I'm assuming it's just Leo with an exclamation point for flavor.
No, but anyways, we are seeing the Happy Chaos team take a big lead here early into the tournament, but we are seeing the Sin, I can't believe I forgot his name, Sin and Anji teams fighting for that very close second place. Both of the students are doing so well, and both mentors are putting up an amazing fight, both at 9 and 8 points respectively, having some great competition out there off stream. But now we're going to be able to see another Anji set, I believe.
Oh,
Is it
exciting!
Anji versus Sin? I'm a big fan of Sin, so I really hope it's Sin.
Yes, thank you. And yep, reminder from the
true,
ANC team that not everybody's team has played the same amount of rounds, so the scores are a little bit up in the air right now still. Flame, still looking very, very strong, Flame's team, but it's a little hard to tell how close that may or may not be when we don't have the full info of those rounds.
That is very true. That is very true. And you know, just a reminder to you guys, better hydrate. I mean, I'm here drinking my microplastics. Are you? It's worth it. Really good. I love me some water.
I got my fancy water bottle all stickered up with stuff I bought from Combo Breaker, so I'm really feeling the energy of the characters here.
No microplastics, no bottle of water. Come on, Jorts.
I know. I'm failing the GGST community.
The microplastics are the best part of the drink, but we are going to be able to see it's the Happy Chaos team in Flame being the mentor and Triple Dent Gum. We've already seen both of these players on stream once before for their respective mentor sides, but we saw Triple Dent kind of have trouble versus Cryo. You know, doing a great job at representing those defensive Avares with that 2P, doing a great job at representing these defensive options in general. But now we're going to be able to see a player like Flame, who was so great at taking advantage of these represented defensive abilities from Cali and just making the most of them with a health lead already on the board.
Nice stuff. Nice. Oh my goodness. Flame absolutely schnasty with it.
And now just trying to use that spin to get through these barrage of bullets coming from Flame, but not able to do much with it. Goes in for the strike throw with the bullet. Gonna be able to get that focus shot into the meaty, but we lose our focus trying to hold down the neutral versus Triple Dent. The nice little jump throw on reaction to the reset from Triple Dent. Gonna be able to push into the corner, just not letting them get close.
Nice stuff there. All right, Triple Dent doing some very good pressure here. Oh, the BRC, but good block there from Flame.
One thing we're seeing from Flame is the use of instant blocking and faultless defense instant blocking to try and either push away or negate the pushback on these normals to make running pressure a good bit harder for Triple Dent, and it's working so incredibly well. Gets the BRC punished with the 2P, but not able to continue. Gets the nice little shimmy there with the BRC of our own, and look at this damage that Triple Dent's able to do.
Oh, tragic. The comeback cut down just as it was getting really started there. Oh, and that was such a good BRC from Triple Dent Gum too. This looks like it's going to be another very, very intense set. I am delighted.
I can definitely see it. Flame doing a great job at representing these neutral options versus Anji. Anji, such a strong character when it comes to playing that neutral with spin, with these great buttons like far slash, 2S, 2H, you know, doing such a great, or no, not, I mean 5H, not 2H, 5H, doing a great job at kind of just representing these big buttons and contesting. But You know, Flame playing a character like Happy Chaos that has historically had some of the best neutral in the game, and even with the changes, still has great buttons like 2K, 2S, and Far Slash that do wonders for allowing us to compete against this character.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Good stuff here.
Now we're just showing these portals, forcing Triple Dent Gum to be able to deal with it, trying to dash block into them, trying to cut down the space, but it's just not working. Tries to go in for the spin, but able to kind of spacing trap it out. Starting our own pressure, using this tension, trying to farm these plus frames to negate that tension penalty. Nice little jump out though from Flame, and once again we're back in neutral, but the charged Fujin gonna let us close some space.
Oh, the walk back!
Goes in for a whiff gunshot there from the 6K, but able to get the nice punish from the charge, just not even needing the gun. Gonna be able to save that ammo and focus for next round. Trying to get something started here. Good little 6P, and we dump the reserves. Trying to get that 2K 2D. Goes in for that grab. Gets the focus meaty, but it doesn't exactly work out as we wanted. Maybe the portals weren't cooperating with its Triple Dent. Gonna be able to start this pressure. It's a 6S coming here from Flame, but a nice burst there from Triple Dent. Gonna make it to where Happy Chaos is working with no bullets, which is a hard situation to be in. Gets a big 2D, gonna be able to get a reload, but not able to get a shot out. Tries to go for a BRC, but it doesn't work in our favor. Flame gonna secure another game in this set.
Very, very nice stuff from Flame there. Yeah, and this is one of the really beautiful things is, you know, Happy Chaos, I think more than ever now, especially after those changes, really, really requires you to be so careful with your neutral. You know, there is a lot you have to keep track of. There is a lot that can go very wrong if you get caught out, and Flame is making that look easy. It is not easy, and Flame just makes it look like second nature.
It could just be because of the experience on the character from playing them in past iterations. I mean, the changes really did a lot. They do really matter in terms of controlling what this character can do in neutral and in pressure, kind of just completely eliminating Curse from doing all the stuff that it did, but also turning it into a projectile. So we do get some trade-offs, but Flame kind of showing the mastery that this character can work with, especially whenever you have a stranglehold in neutral. Trying to use these spins to get through it all.
It's always a very funny experience watching someone else zone and going like, oh, this is why people don't like me. I understand.
What a conversion though from Flame. Able to get the focus back, able to use the Deus Ex Machina to break through the wall. I know if anybody in here has been watching some high-level GGST in the past 5 years, you've seen that super more times than you'd like to admit.
Oh, amazing call out there with the air throw. Beautiful stuff.
And now Flame on set point here gets a big counter hit with that 2S there. Gonna IAD in, trying to use this neutral situation. But gets a nice little spin. Triple Dent been representing that spin so often here in neutral. Gonna be able to get that charge Fujin to set up that spacing trap situation. Gets a nice little conversion off of it here. Gonna be able to get the wall stick using the super. Triple Dent maybe getting some momentum of their own here.
Yeah, this is a very, very good situation here for Triple Dent post wall break. And immediately taking some advantage of that.
Using the builds to get resets, maybe trying to force Flame to put that into their mental stack, maybe trying to commit to reacting to it. It's a nice little guard crush in the air there, gonna establish some plus frame, tries to go for a 6P. Flame backing all the way back out, uses the stun dipper at home, tries to go for a cat dust. It doesn't end up working. Flame doing a great job at parsing these offensive situations, all the meter in the world, but not able to capitalize off of it. Holding back, trying to block, tries to go for the tap dust with no meter to close out the round, but now you're stuck on defense versus Flame with a bunch of resources.
My god, Triple Dent just needs that one hit. Just needs that one hit to keep this going, but Flame maybe... Oh, never mind! Good stuff there.
Matching that 2P. What a great option from Anji, and what a great use of it from Triple Dent. Trying to establish the neutral once again, gets the 2K 2D, has the gunshot, gonna be able to push into the corner, gets a nice tap dust, and Flame gonna be able to reclaim that momentum right in a second, has the positive bonus, has the tension, has the bullets, has the focus. The only thing we have to our name in Tripleton is a big back throw and some burst.
All right, let's see here. All right, Triple Dent now up to 50 tension. Will they get a chance to use it? Oh, there we go, right away.
Tries to go for a tick throw off of that run up 2K. Able to get the spin, but it was with a bullet. Gets the burst bait. It's an epidemic, but it ends up being a augmentation in our game for Flame, taking the set 3-0.
Oh my goodness. That means we are now officially 3 for 3 on our mentor sets being threes. It really shows you how much that momentum matters here. Really incredible stuff.
Oh yeah, it can be really hard to adapt whenever you have somebody who just is in their zone, you know, with their pressure, with how they're timing their meaties, with how they're going about just running pressure in general. But we will see as Eclipse come back up to the stand after that really close set with Frosty that we saw at the beginning of the stream, and we're going to be able to have I believe it was her name Ayaka or Leo? I believe it was Leo.
Ayaka,
Leo,
yeah,
right?
Ayaka / Leo,
Yeah.
depending on whether we're going on in-game or start GG.
Might have to be just Happy Chaos Student. I'm gonna be real. I don't know.
Well, yeah, and one thing we saw before in this is Triple Dent, I think, has done a really, really fantastic job working with Eclipse here, because Eclipse is showing off some incredible stuff. Did a very, very good job keeping their own against Frosty in that first round when she was showing off some very cool stuff with that Jacko. And now, ooh, all right, Strive does not want this game to happen. Fingers crossed that does not happen again.
I mean, Leo doing a great job here at establishing this pressure, gets a big hit, tries to go for the 2V, tries to go for the gun flip, but we're just slightly out of range. Tries to go for the stagger throw on the side of Eclipse, but it doesn't exactly work out here. Goes for the JH on the way out, but Leo kind of just doing the same thing that we've seen Flame do at the beginning of the set. Doing a great job at representing how we approach with these 2Ks, with these 2Ds, and now just having a stranglehold on neutral.
Very nice block there from Eclipse. Oh.
Tries to go for a wake-up close slash. Might have been a super of some kind, but it doesn't end up working. We're going to be able to see the Deus Ex Machina going to be able to eat through that health, and Leo taking the first round of this set.
Wow, the fact that that kills on Anji is pretty impressive.
I mean, with all those shots, we get a lot of impressive Guts Crush, not having our single hits be scaled down because of that resistance to damage that we have at higher health levels, or at lower health levels, I should say. So whenever you have many of those hits, the individual scaling isn't as bad. Now we're gonna be able to get a burst bait like mentor, like student, gonna be able to go for this pressure 2K2D into the curse ball, but we get the car, or was that a car? The instant low from the Stun Dipper at home 2K2D Leo, gonna be able to secure that game here.
Very nice stuff here, my goodness. Also, I have to ask the mentors, are your students coming already knowing the burst baits? Are they coming up to you going, I gotta learn me a burst bait, it's the one thing I need? I don't think I have ever seen students burst bait quite as many times in such quick succession as I have seen here tonight.
Hey, burst baiting, it can have a lot of reward to it, right? You can be able to start your combo again, be able to secure a kill, be able to get a lot of pressure in that instance, but the risk that you are incurring by dropping your combo or actively using that tension to be able to go for that reset, it's normally not worth it in the terms of a set or even a game around for that matter. So please burst bait with caution. It does work sometimes, but the reward that you get isn't always worth the risk that you incur. But we're seeing these burst baits work out so well for Leo right now. Gonna be able to get the situation reversed, going for that charge Fuji, and Eclipse is just doing a great job interacting in neutral whenever they get the chance.
Nice stuff from Eclipse there. Yeah, and it is very, very funny how we're watching Burst Spades work out and do amazing stuff here, and then you and I are sitting in the corner going, ANC encourages everyone to always please Burst Spade responsibly.
Say, hey, I've played a lot of sets of this game. I've watched a lot of high level. I've seen some things, man. I've seen some things. Oh, but we're gonna be able to space out the super with that curse. You know, Leo doing a great job at representing this curse ball with the new hurt box as a way to kind of bait out reversals. We saw them do it versus Tsukuyomi, and now we're seeing them do it versus Eclipse.
Amazing stuff there from Eclipse. Very, very scrambly at the end. Pulled it out just when it was needed.
Trying to go for the needle reset, but we get a nice little jump out from Leo. Going to be able to push us into the corner. Trying to get these resets, using these gunshots as we're approaching to try and throw off Eclipse, but a nice little 5P off the anti-air from that JH is going to do a lot for us here, pushing into the corner, getting these big counter hits. This is not what you want to see if you're Leo. The overhead going to be able to get us the kill here, and once again, we're going to 1-1.
Eclipse on the board. Beautiful stuff. You love to see it. Yeah, and I gotta say, we're having way too much honest footsies for Guilty Gear here. You know, I need all these kids to get dishonest fast.
Hey,
playing neutral, I don't recognize it.
Eventually, they will find their calling. We'll be able to see focus shot and neutral with all the plus frames. We'll be able to see spins into full screen lows, into PRCs whenever it doesn't end up working out. We'll get dishonest with time, but now we're seeing these students kind of represent. So there's something dishonest. There's a whiffed
I was gonna say
shot.
they heard my call and they answered. That was the most dishonest thing I think I've ever seen. My God.
Goes for the JH here into the JS to try and confirm there. Gets the burst out of Eclipse, but Leo is just unrelentless with this pressure. Gonna run out of focus here, but uses that 2K 2D to try and secure some while keeping that frame advantage. Gonna be able to push into the corner using these bullets. We only have so many left, but we're able to get the confirm here with the perfect Leo snapping right back.
What a stylish perfect. All right, but Eclipse, all right. Strong comeback happening already here. Getting some of that pressure. Nice block on the gun.
And now just kind of using that spacing so effectively. Leo just dashing in and out, back and forth, trying to go for what is maybe a shimmy after going for that throw there. Trying to go for the 2K into the gunshot, but we run out of focus right as we go up for it. But we're able to weather the storm here. Nice backdash to escape the pressure. Good BRC forward into the 2K 2D. Now we're starting this neutral and pressure right over again.
All right, let's see here. This is some amazing footsies. I am loving watching these two.
Nothing like footsies with a gun. Being able to spin the gunshot right as we're talking about honest footsies. And now we're pushing into the corner here. Eclipse got a burst there or you're gonna end up dying. Leo is doing such a great job at securing this neutral. We have the gunshots, we have the ability, and now we have a 1-game lead in our pocket, 1 game away from taking the lion's share of these points.
And are we going to see, it is time to start guessing, are we going to see the 3-1 on the students get finally broken, or is Leo gonna continue the tradition here?
I mean, only time will tell. One set can potentially separate us from these fates changing into game 5 set or a win for Leo. But the burst gonna come out from Eclipse here. Tries to go for the 6P on that approach. Goes in for the focus shots here. Goes in for the 6P, but it doesn't end up working. We're able to recover in time, get that 2P. Eclipse kind of just struggling in neutral right now with the way that Leo's presenting these options.
Oh, nice. Very strong stuff here. Oh, but that great grab. Oh, no. But doesn't get punished. All right. All right. Never punished.
2K 2D. Going in here for the JH to bait out the throw. We're going to have PRC scaling, so it's not going to do a lot of damage. but now we're kind of just going back and forth once again. We have no bullets on our side. Goes in for the curse and the reload, but now it's up to Eclipse to try to close the space. We have the super, but it's worked so little for us. The JH catches the anti-air.
All right, this is do or die now for Eclipse. Set point here for Ayaka. Eclipse gets that burst back. Oh, and immediately uses it. No time like the present.
I mean, really not wanting to let Leo get any kind of momentum here, but it's just not working. We're going to be able to secure these plus runs, but what a grab from Eclipse there.
All right. This is looking pretty good for Eclipse now. Does not use the tension to get that wall break, but gives him some tension to use on the other side here.
Doing such a great job at blocking these roll situations. Gets the JS, but we're full of tension on the side of Eclipse. Both these sides are very close to ending it. Leo, one mix-up away, is able to get the punish, but doesn't use the RC. Able to bait out the parry with the curse. Has the gunshot. Are we going to build the burst? We do, but right as it wall sticks, Leo going to be able to secure the set 3-1.
What a tragedy. That burst gauge building just a split second too late to save our Anji here. But God, a photo finish. And we are once again keeping the tradition of the 3-1 students. We got to find out who is going to be able to break that.
I mean, all these students are playing so incredibly well so far. And these mentors, we've seen Flame kind of show out on what Happy Chaos can do and give Leo what it seems like a really good idea on how to, you know, play these matchups. But at the end of that set, while yes, the entirety of the ANC internship staff did inform us that some of these scores aren't really representative of how many sets have been played, but Flame kind of doing a great job. Both Flame and the mentor, the Flame and the student doing a great job at getting these sets. 9 points for the mentor and 18 for the student. You're absolutely bulldozing through these rounds right now. Eclipse and Triple Dent Gum securing some sets for our own.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah. If
Yeah.
Flame's doing amazing as a student. Really.
Yeah,
really
I know,
doing
right?
so
Yeah.
good.
But don't worry. Izazaki and Eclipse are trailing right behind. Such a close internship so far, especially for that second place position, and we'll be excited to see how it ends up sailing off. Oh, we're gonna get to see Sid next. Oh, let's go. I love Sid. This character is so cool.
Yippee. And yeah, so it is looking, you know, even with the games, the rounds potentially being a little mismatched right now, I'm thinking we are probably going to be seeing some Happy Chaos in finals here. That is a very, very strong score starting out. But that remaining slot, still very much anybody's game. I am very curious who we're going to be seeing in that finals there.
I'm gonna be so for real, Mav. We've only seen Anji, Happy Chaos, and Utica. I am relieved. Or I guess we didn't see Jacko. That is true. But we've seen Happy Chaos, Anji, and Utica, man. I need some flavor, dude. We've seen nothing but boiled chicken.
Boiled? Oh my gosh. No, you're looking at 17 of the like wildest different spices you see around the world, and you're going, oh, that boiled chicken, I can't take it.
Man, every character does have sauce, and that is very true. Every one of them has sauce. It's for the eye of the beholder to see. Like, I play Jam. Not a lot of people like Jam. Not a lot of people think this character is saucy. They're perfectly fine to think that. But I love that Chinese lady. What can I say?
Well, you know, luckily that's not something I can really relate to. I play a character who is universally beloved by everyone. So, you know, I have it pretty good.
Would Kai have helped with the flavor or made it worth? Man, that's a saltine cracker right there. I mean, it's good for some soups. It's good for some soups, but boiled chicken and saltine crackers, yummy.
Oh, we spelled curious correctly in chat. I'm so proud of ANC internship. We are breaching new frontiers. Love that for us.
Oh yay, everybody! You know, We had a little voice in our head throw a tantrum about spelling curious correctly. Everybody give it up for the ANC Internship Corporation.
Okay.
Everybody
I
give it
did
up.
not throw a
Listen,
tantrum. I just said, why
say.
do you have to point it out? That's all I said.
It's always a beautiful day when Guilty Gear Strive players spell. You know, we gotta call that out and cheer that on every time we see it.
Yeah.
You're my goat, M, always.
I mean,
Yeah.
even
Well,
so, Flay.
also... Oh, go ahead.
Uh,
Sorry.
Yeah, I was just gonna touch on Flame saying that it's just a lot of VOD review and game/neutral decision making tips, and that could be a lot for some players. Like, especially whenever we have these players that may be coming from different fighting games that maybe already have a strong understanding of their character, but just need that extra help, that extra push to kind of evolve their game. Just having that strong voice, that character knowledge, like you have, Flame, it could be a lot. Even if it doesn't seem like a lot from your side, it could mean a ton for those students. You know, having access to these mentors, and that's exactly what this event is about. Even if it's not a lot of help, just giving them, or it may not seem like a lot of help, a lot of that stuff can go a long way. I mean, I know from experience, being a ABBA mentor 2 times, and hopefully being a Jam mentor eventually. Don't know when it's gonna happen, but it will. It will.
Hell yes. Hell yes. Yeah, it really is amazing to see. But, and also, as a quick side note, while we got y'all here, just wanted to say, quick shout out to Emily. She does an absolute amazing job running this. Quick shout out to all of the band TOs and stuff we have in chat. You all put on such a wonderful event. Band TOs. Unrelated shout out to the band TOs as well. I do love those folks. They're lovely. But, you know,
we love bracket about nothing around here.
The ANC team. They put on an absolutely wonderful event, and every time I get to watch this, I'm just delighted by all of the mentorship we're seeing and all of the stuff that, you know, both levels of play here we're seeing, you know, that very high level and that intermediate growing level. It's so nice to get to witness both of them, and really, really wonderful atmosphere here. So ANC is great for the community, great stuff. Love y'all. Amazing.
We love our students. It's so much fun. We love it. It's great to be able to see how these students and mentors evolve over time. You know, I've been here since the first internship. Sludge did end up winning that first internship, and seeing how this event has evolved over time, seeing the support that we get from not only the mentors but also the students, and how they come out and perform whenever they get the chance to. It's very rewarding. It's very, very rewarding to be able to see how much we're able to do for this community. So as long as you guys keep signing up, as long as we keep seeing these beginners try and fledge into these more experienced players, we will keep trying to run this event. But we just got to keep seeing those signups, because we are really thankful for the community and the support that we get.
Absolutely. Yeah. Chloe, I don't know if she's still in chat, but if she is, shout out to her once more. Built something really amazing here.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, everybody. So since we're just waiting here, just a little heads up, since we're already talking about signups, we'll have those out tomorrow for you all.
Yay! Wonderful.
Yeah. Thank you, voice in our head. Thank you. Nah. It's almost like she's still here. It's almost like Emily. It's almost like we can hear her still. I miss her sometimes, y'all. I miss Emily sometimes. You got F's in the chat, guys. F's in the chat.
Her divine wisdom is whispers to us even now.
Exactly. You know, everybody, pray up for Emily. Pray up for Emily. Nothing happened to her. Just pray up for her.
True.
But
she's doing great. We need to make her even stronger.
But yeah, great stuff from everybody. It is great to be able to work with the TOs like I'm able to. You know, I love me some ANC internship. I love helping out new players. I love it. It's a lot of fun. It's something that I will continue to do for as long as I am in any fighting game that I'm playing. I love seeing new players come out, and all I gotta say, All I gotta say is if you have to hide tech to be able to win and stop others from learning, you don't deserve the wins. I would rather lose letting my opponent know what they could have done than win shielding off tech from everybody else for them not to see.
That's the truest fighting game spirit you could have right there. That's good stuff.
I mean, if everybody knows what to do, then that forces everybody to get better and find out new things. And that's just the philosophy that I've had the entire time I've been playing on any character that I've been on. I want everybody to get better. So, yeah, it's great. But I believe that we do have our next set coming up here. I believe it's going to be the Sin team versus the Jacko team, right? Right.
I believe that is the case.
So we're going to be able to see Isazaki and Cryo Volts coming back up to the stage. Cryo, we already saw once on the stream that really strong Jacko pressure, and now we're going to be able to see somebody that I know from personal experience that I saw yesterday at the local, going to be able to dish out some punishment on this Sin. So it's going to be great to see Isazaki coming up here.
Oh, we've got some Ukiyo's local folks represented here. That's excellent.
Everybody support your locals. Support your locals. It's a great way to meet people.
True. I'm going there tomorrow.
Oh yeah, Jorts. But now we're gonna be able to see Cryo doing some great things here. Gonna be able to get that wall break here with that super, putting Isazaki on the back foot with this hard knockdown post wall break.
Nice stuff here. Oh, good DP. That minion pressure out of Cryo is nasty as can be. Oh, baiting out the grab there. Beautiful stuff.
Nice little shimmy there. Gonna be able to put you on to some pressure here. Trying to get that little clash, but it doesn't end up winning out for us. Using this beak driver to try and secure that space, but Cryo doing such a great job at locking down. Big beak driver here, gonna be able to push us into the corner. Going for this frame trap pressure. We have very little resources to work with the 5K, 6HE. Gonna allow us to break the wall, but we don't have a lot of resources to work with.
Good 6P there. Into the grab.
Resources slowly coming back for Isazaki, but not a guarantee on how things are going to work out. Good run up with the 2P. Tries to go for a conversion, but it doesn't end up working. The Elysium driver going to come out from Cryo. Good bit of damage. Both these characters are one hit away from potentially securing this round.
Oh, all right. Oh. One more hit from anyone is gonna finish this off. Oh, the minion takes it!
Man, oh no, not the minion clap to be able to secure the round there and take the game. Cryo gonna go up in this set 1-0, but Isazaki did make it really close.
Very, very close there, absolutely. There's always something so funny about those little finishes to me, where it's just like, you know, Sin, he was in it, he was prepared to win, he was going on fighting, and then that minion sort of clapped in his general direction. He was like, nope, that's the last bit I can take. I'm not here anymore.
But now, ooh, nice little throw there, realizing that we had to run up for that close slash. Gonna be able to kind of run some stagger pressure of our own, use this 2K as a spacing trap with the minion on the field, trying to get you into pressing. Now we're gonna be able to put this defense command, and all Isazaki can do is block out Cryo and not let them get away with anything. As soon as we try to jump out, it doesn't end up working. Isazaki taking this chip, taking this damage, able to get the low here, get back in business with the Sun Dipper.
Beautiful stuff. Yeah, that was an absolutely nightmare sequence of pressure earlier from Cryo, but Isazaki is doing a fantastic job of evening this back up. Once again, anyone's hit. Good throw tech.
So many times we've already seen, but a nice little conversion here. Isazaki wanting the round right now. Doesn't end up getting it. 2K, 2D into the kick of doom and despair. Going to be able to secure that round there, and also able to take our burst in the process.
Very strong starter there from Isazaki, but yep, okay, burst out from Cryo. I think definitely the right decision there. Isazaki, after that minion clap, taking a moment to burst some of those minions.
Ooh, look at this nice conversion here from Cryo, but the big back throw there. Back throw once again. We're trading these throws back and forth, but Isazaki gonna get wall broken, gonna get the ability to try and interact with the BRC, but the preemptive button from Cryo gonna allow us to take the corner, get the wall stick, but doesn't get the kill.
Oh my god. Isazaki does not get the chance for the comeback there. That is going to be Cryo up 2-0 here.
Cryo showing some amazing things here on that Jacko side, you know, just showing what these buttons can do, how important these minions are, and how we're able to interact with these characters like Sin that have these big buttons that have this ability to really approach and just kind of wall a lot of characters out. It's a great way to see how we're using these options along with our movement, but the beak driver round start gonna be able to catch us out here, immediately getting that burst out from Cryo.
Good stuff with those minion shields. Wow. Also, side note, welcome in, Gono. Good to have you.
Yeah, it's good to see you, Gono.
I really hope we get to see the Lucy team in the future. That was a pretty exciting option, and I'm bummed that we're not going to get a chance to see that this time.
Now we're gonna be able to get the wall break here. Big positive bonus from Cryo. Gonna be able to secure a lot of momentum here, but Isazaki trying to find a way to jump in, gets a big counter hit 6P, trying to go for some type of bait here, gets the close slash meaty, trying to stop Cryo from being able to do much, but it just isn't end up working how we want. The RC gonna let us pull out our pressure. These minion pools are coming out with so much protection behind them. The big 6P from Isazaki, not able to secure something here, but we have so many resources in the tank to run this pressure.
Oh my gosh, amazing grab. And now, oh, the double grab! Isazaki preparing for some of that nasty Jacko pressure, and Cryo was just ready to take advantage of that caution.
It's a nice little jump out here, but Cryo, with that patience, able to secure a nice little minion clap here. Going to be able to do the beak driver to secure some type of space, has the 5H to secure pressure because of the safeness and the cancel options. Gets a nice little conversion here. Going to be able to get that 5K, 6K eat, or 6H eat into the Tyrant Rave.
Beautiful stuff there. With that grab again, once again putting Isazaki in a very scary situation. Yeah. Very much agree with Julia in chat. Cryo is making Jacko look so stylish.
Goes in for the fuzzy there off of that IAD into the kick.
Oh!
And baits out the deflect shield. What a read from Cryo with the safeness of the minion up. Cryo taking the set 3-0 over Isazaki.
That was a Hail Mary there for Isazaki, and Cryo was just sitting there ready for it. That was incredible. Really, really amazing stuff.
Now we're gonna be able to see the student come up for the Sin team. We haven't been able to see them yet, but we have seen Frosty come up already, and we know Frosty is capable of a good bit, but can never count out the student for that Sin team. You know, in the running for that second place, I believe, contending with that Anji team of the games that we've played so far.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, and I see it. We've got the Sin in the chat here. I will try my best to cook. I believe in you, student. Do your best.
You got this, Hobie. Just believe in yourself and you will be victorious. 2S gonna come in here using that beak driver, is trying to secure the corner here, going for that hoof stomp. What's the low called? There's hoof stomp, and then there's Elk Hunt.
Yes.
Yeah, for that high-low pressure here, using that 5H, trying to go for the PRC to get some sort of mix here, but it isn't working exactly how we thought.
Very nice pressure happening from both times, and I'm loving seeing our Sin students' defense. Like, Jacko is a very scary character to run defense against, especially as someone in that beginner to intermediate ranking where she is just putting so much stuff on screen, and our Sin student is doing an absolutely fantastic job of it. And on a
Now-
side note, do you have any insight into how we pronounce this name? Della, Dewana?
How about the Sin student gonna be able to go in here with the slow, trying to run this pressure. Frosty gonna be able to send that minion flying, get a good bit of chip damage there. Gonna secure this first round. Frosty, a menace on that Jacko as we've seen so far.
Very nice stuff. Oh, the chase! Frosty trying to get some space there, but Sin just ready to chase her down at a moment's notice.
Trying to use this pressure once and again, but we don't have the stamina to be able to capitalize off of our hits. Tries to go for the 6H in neutral there, but it doesn't work out exactly how we thought it would. Going in for the low here, gonna be able to catch, not using the stamina. Gonna be able to use it here, gets a nice little 2K, but doesn't go for the E, goes straight for the 6H. Maybe not recognizing the wall break or the wall stick animation there. Frosty.
It also can be a little intimidating sometimes, especially when you're on stream there, to be like sneaking that eat in. So if you are at all worried about that, I think just going straight into the wall break is the much better option because you want that positive bonus as Sin.
That is true, but being able to manage that stamina, especially whenever we don't have these situations, can be very important in certain times. But being able to have that positive bonus to cycle out is also important too. Low coming in here, gonna allow the Sin student to be able to take that round and tie it up one apiece.
Very nice stuff. Good defense here. All right, getting that burst out. Good stuff for Frosty there. Oh, but very nice grab.
Now,
Once again.
ooh, nice little DP there on that setup, but we see reversal for reversal. This one's gonna do a good bit more damage though. That Elysium driver takes a nice little chunk out of that health bar like biting from an apple. Nice blocks here, using that YRC and defensive mechanic that we haven't seen a lot of teams use so far yet.
Absolutely. Yeah, and Jacko in particular is a character that's great to utilize that YRC against because you get to clear out all of her minions at once alongside the YRC's usual benefits, and that can be huge.
Oh yeah, 100%. But now we're seeing both these students in their element. Frosty gonna be able to get up the strike throw there. Great stuff from them, gonna be able to secure that very close first game.
Absolutely. Beautiful stuff. Oh, and hey, welcome in, I Touch Stars. I believe you were spectating last time we had it running too, right? I think I remember the name.
Yeah, well, then nice to have you once again. Yes, this is ANC Internship. This is the student mentor bracket, you know, trying to showcase what these characters can do so that the students can learn and the mentors can teach. It's a great event and we're happy that you're here.
Absolutely. Yeah, I tried to find you in the Discord after to send you the link to that FGC Discord I mentioned, but I couldn't find you. But,
big counter hit 2H here. Doesn't go exactly for the hoof stomp, which would have let us combo in that situation. Trying to go for some pressure here with that high low, but we don't have the stamina to keep it safe. Nice awareness from Frosty to get the punish. Going to be able to secure a big hit here, but not able to capitalize off of it because of that burst usage.
really fantastic pressure here, but oh, that's a real bummer out accidentally getting yourself in the corner like that, because that is going to let Frosty run some of her extremely scary pressure. Good stuff from Frosty here.
Big 2K here. Gets the 2D, notices the non-punish on the just raw 2D, goes in for that 2P. 6P coming out here from Frosty, kind of representing these neutral buttons to call out these big buttons from Sin.
Good stuff. Great DP there.
Maybe tried to go for a setup, but tried to take the meaty instead, or maybe just didn't see the burst. Going in here for some pressure. 2K2D tries to go for the throw, but we don't get enough space. buttons coming out from both sides. A big beak driver going to be able to push us into the corner. 2P coming out from Frosty now. We're just sitting on all of these resources waiting for a single mistake to come from the Sin student.
Absolutely. And I think we can see our Sin student predicting that Elysian driver, waiting for it, but Frosty is just holding on to it. Oh, and gives her the opportunity she needs to take advantage of that DP there.
Tried to go for a stylish combo, but we end up just bonking Sin over the head with that little guy from full screen. Gonna go up in the set 2-0.
2-0 Frosty's favor, but a very close 2-0. Our Sin student has been doing some very, very cool stuff here. And hey, welcome in, Proto. Welcome in, Ban. Good to have you both.
What does the mentor? That's a good question, Flane. We're still waiting for it to start, but we're happy you're here waiting with us. Happy you're here waiting.
Flane,
with us. Doing some good
Flane, it was
exhibition matches
yesterday.
too.
You missed it.
But now we're seeing the Sin student kind of use a lot of stamina here to approach and get these situations, so we don't really have a lot for whenever we're able to get into these pressure sequences. Trying to go for that 2K here. Frosty so aware of these button presses and this ability. Tries to go for the 2P, but it doesn't end up working. Big aerial hit here from the Sin student, but are we going to be able to cash out?
Oh, beautiful combo there. Really, really nice. Almost got that kill, just needs one last hit.
Frosty now has a control in neutral, has the resource advantage, has the ability to interact in a lot of these situations. The 5-8's gonna come out, but we get the overhead in for the mix. Sin student finally taking a game off the board.
Really good stuff there.
Ooh, nice little 2H there to call out these minions in neutral or pressing behind them. Goes for the minion kick to try to get a frame trap. Goes in for the IDJS, but it doesn't exactly work for us the way that we wanted it to. Frosty just gonna keep the spacing, keep these minions coming. Gonna be able to get a nice little hit here, but doesn't get the confirm that we wanted.
Frosty with that 100 tension. I'm betting she can use it. Oh, doesn't even need to use it to get the kill there.
Big 2K here, just pulls out the minion, runs away. We saw the Sin student be able to chase there with that beak driver once before, and we're not really seeing it much here. Gets the side switch on that JS, tries to go for the grab, but the 2P coming out from Frosty, able to get exactly what we wanted here this time.
Good pressure here, forcing Frosty back into that corner. Frosty always willing to get herself right back out. Oh. Good burst.
Really, yeah, you are right there, Jorts. That is a really good burst there. Able to kind of call out the student for using all of their resources here. Frosty on set point, trying to get this last round to secure the set here. Get those points, but now we're gonna be the Sin student having the meter, having the oh, the 2K run up doesn't work how we wanted it to. Gonna be able to get a big hit here. Both these players are at almost the same health, but you got to deal with the chip from Jacko and a little bit of a scramble in neutral there. Frosty able to take it by staying calm and relying on these minions.
That is such a shame to see. That burst there, just did not get a chance to use it before Frosty already had him dead. But amazing stuff from both of you. Thank you for both of our students. That was such a fun set to watch.
Wow, great stuff from both these students and the mentor. The Jacko's kind of popping off right now. Every time we've had them on stream, we've seen a lot of great things from not only Cryo, but also Frosty. So great things from both these players. Now, moving on to our next set, I believe we're going to be able to see Ukiyo back on stream once again versus Sin.
Oh, all right. We're getting the sibling matchup. You'd love to see it.
Having to make brother and sister fight like this. ANC internship. Evil event. What can I say?
We're tearing families apart. It's messed up.
Yeah, it's evil. Evil. But we're going to be able to see Callie coming up here on the Unica. Seen her once already on stream versus Flame in that Happy Chaos matchup. She did try her best, but it's kind of hard in a lot of these... What? Sid Kai, Unica, Dizzy, Jacko, Soul? Where's Soul?
That's...
What?
That's the family tree right there.
Is that, yeah? We're doing the Keys family.
Wait, actually, though, that'd be fun.
Now we're gonna be able, we are gonna be able to see Callie and Izuzaki back on stream. Izuzaki had kind of a rough start, had to fight Cryo, which we've already seen on stream once, doing such amazing things with Jacko. But now we're gonna be able to see Izuzaki maybe shaking that rust off, got a little bit warmed up, gonna fight Callie here, who might have done the same.
Dude. Oh, good. Call it on the DP there.
Give us 1 second here. We'll explain it for you, Parrish. But going in here, Unica gonna be able to secure some big damage here. Izuzaki gets a nice little whip punish, goes into the reset. Gonna be able to go for that meaty timing there. Goes for the 2K into the 6K, trying to get something started. Gets the big beams of light and destruction to come out onto the stream, securing these plus frames. Gets the RC, gonna be able to go into the Michael sword at home to secure that round there. Callie
start there.
On the board.
And to answer your question, Parrish, this is a mentor-student bracket. So we have 2 teams who have been training for the past 2 weeks, 6 teams in total, each with a student and mentor. And they are now, for this internship, going to be fighting. Currently, this is a mentor round where the mentors are fighting against each other. Following this, we will have a student round with the students fighting each other to show off what they have learned. And it is basically a system where each mentor or student will gain points for each game that they win. And then in the end, the 2 teams with the most points will fight in our grand finals.
Exactly. We've been running the event for a while, and it's done a lot here, but now we are seeing Izuzaki get a big counter hit here, but the 2K doesn't end up converting exactly how we wanted it to.
Indeed. Ooh, nice cross up there, but equally good block from Izuzaki.
These big hits here could mean so much. It doesn't get the combo confirmed like we wanted to. YRC gonna come out from Izuzaki, not wanting to let Callie get anything. All we need is one more hit. The burst comes out immediately. So much stamina on the table to be able to work with. Gets a big far slash into the big driver. Gets the hit that we wanted and takes the burst out in the process.
Izuzaki, great job taking it to round 3 here. Yeah, and I completely agree, Parrish. It is one of my favorite brackets to watch just for how unique and fun it is and the sense of community. If you were interested at all in signing up on either side, I highly recommend it. It's a great time.
Please do. It's a lot of fun, and we're always looking for more mentors and students to try and sign up for the bracket. If we keep getting signups, we can keep running events, and it's thanks to you that a lot of this gets to happen. Thank you all for watching and being in chat, and thank you to the players that are currently on stream. We're seeing a nice little confirm here from the 2K into the 6P DP to get that wall break.
Izuzaki doing a very, very good job of fighting back from a situation that seemed pretty unwinnable only a little bit ago. Though Callie is still on the front foot here. She's in a bit of an advantageous position. And she does get her burst back, which is going to help her out a lot as well.
Just using these jumps into the air OK projectile. Gets the daughter dipper, had the RC behind it. Izuzaki doing a good job at fighting back, but Callie going to be able to secure that first game pretty convincingly.
Indeed. The student requirements are, I believe, is it still Platinum 3 or below? Am I correct in that, or am I spreading misinformation? Platinum 3 or below. Okay, perfect.
Okay, word. Thank you, Voice in Our Head, conjuring into chat and representing all of the ANC internship. Thank you, Colby.
He watches over us always. All hail Emily.
You're welcome. But now, going to be able to go into the second game here. Izuzaki, trying to battle from this back foot. It's that jump in JH. Callie going to use that burst automatically, not wanting to let Izuzaki get anything started. Goes in for the stagger pressure off of that close slash. We DP on reaction to the low. Gonna reset this neutral once again, but we have such a nice confirm off of that anti-air 5P. Gonna go in for that Tyrant Rave. Gonna break the wall.
Good stuff here from Isozaki. And I mean, we have had Paluna in here as a mentor before, if I remember correctly. Really, really nice time. Super fun to watch.
We did?
Good. Am I spreading?
No.
Oh, no, we didn't. No, never mind. I'm spreading menstruation. I'm
Yeah,
spreading
we did?
menstruation.
What?
Oh no. Oh no. Yeah.
Thanks, Jorts. Big catch here on that DP, and just look at us rack up this damage. So much gonna be able to get that wall break on the back foot for Isozaki right now, but we've seen them fought back from a lot worse. Slow gonna come out here. We're kind of okay with letting up that round, being that we are slowly rebuilding that burst back, but Callie is doing the most with a lot of these conversions, doing so much damage.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh my god, the laser, that was bold.
Anti-air close slashes are gone. Who said that? Who said that? Gonna be able to go for the frame trap here. Wake up DP on the side of Kali, making Isozaki have to work for a lot of this pressure. Gonna be able to get a nice little wall stick here, but the 6H doesn't end up working how we wanted it to. Trying to go in for the normal here. Goes in for the double jump to try and throw off Kali's rhythm, but it doesn't end up working. Gets the 2S counter hit reset, but we're having to work for so much when we have these resources like Kali does.
It's down to the wire here.
Ooh, big
that-
conversion. Gonna be able to go in for the low. Gets the reset
the
because of the
reset.
gravity scaling. Isozaki riding a thin razor edge to be able
Wow.
to get that game there.
Beautiful stuff. Oh my god. All right, that is going to take us to 1-1 here. What a set we are having.
Wow, what a great first 2 games of this set. Very much down to the wire. Kali doing a great job at making the most off of these hits with this damage, and also just threatening these defensive options to really make Isozaki not only mental sacked on offense, but also when running their own offense. So it's going to be a lot of fun to see how Isozaki adapts to these representations of things like DP, of things like Abare buttons, and how they're representing this FD to stop these situations. A big counter hit 2H on that meaty. Gonna answer that question right then.
With a burst bait!
Yeah, look at that. Jesus, look at that damage. Big hit there from Kali. Gonna be able to convert it into a lot. Not reacting to the overhead resetting to a plus 17 on block situation. 5K into the dash cancel, tries to go for a shimmy, but it doesn't end up working. YRC coming out from Kali, but we don't have any more resources to reset with. Big frame trap there from Isozaki off of that 2P with the 6H caught Kali mashing. Gets another round on the board here after looking so down and out at one point. Are we seeing the start of a revitalization?
See here, Kali putting that pressure on. Does not want it to ever be Isuzaki's turn again. Oh, the DP block!
Yeah, it's a very interesting reversal setup there from Kali. It's one of the things that Ukiyo can do with this blue laser, with the Arbalest laser, because of it being a projectile and coming out so fast and being so plus on block. There are situations where you can space it to beat out DPs. So we're seeing that here coming from Kali. PRC gonna come out here from Isozaki, resetting the situation. plus on block, trying to use that FD to get out, but Callie gonna take another round here.
Beautiful stuff. Yeah, Callie is doing a great job of making use of that pressure.
In here, trying to use that cross up there, putting ourselves into the corner. Big DP coming out there. Wake up 5H in pressure. A defensive genius coming out on display here. Going to be able to break that wall. Isozaki trying to represent pressure.
That's going to be quite a bit of damage, as well as a strong corner carry here, letting Callie take Isozaki to the corner and put them in a very scary situation here.
Trying to catch the fuzzy timing there. Callie going to be able to put another game on the board and go up 2-1.
Very, very nice. We're getting a lot of back and forth in this match. It's been a lot of fun to see.
I mean, you know, I see you talking in chat, Julie, about not feeling too great to win a tournament, but improvement isn't linear. It's very, very hard to improve in this game, and if anybody tells you this game is easy, they are flat out lying to you. So don't beat yourself up for maybe not meeting your own expectations. I know I'm one to talk, but improving in this game takes a lot of work, and it can even be a lot to win on some characters in this game. So don't beat yourself up for your losses. Take them as an opportunity to win, to learn, and a lot of great things will happen.
Absolutely, absolutely. And also, Julie, you are a very, very good player, and you have been improving so much recently. You are absolutely doing great stuff.
Coming in here, great punish here from Isozaki, going to be able to push into the corner, gets the clean hit to shove Callie all the way back, gets a great hit on that beak driver, but we do the wake up DP, once again representing it, so the Isozaki has to think of what could come.
Oh, now it's Isazaki's turn to punish a block DP. I genuinely think there is something in the blood of all of the players who play like Kisuke family DP having characters where if they go too long without pressing that button, their fingers just start shaking. They're like, nope, I need to do it. I can't live without this.
Gonna go for that meaty reset there. Isozaki kind of stuck on the back foot here. Good DP in reaction to the daughter dipper. Gonna have the RC, gonna steal the corner, push into there, gets the reset into the close slash, catching Callie pressing, tries to jump over that big projectile, but it doesn't end up working how we wanted it to. DP coming here from Isozaki, tries to get the IAD in, but we get the JD, and now Callie, looking like she was close to losing the game there, has turned it around into a set point situation. Gets the big 2H, has the reversal DP in the wings. It's a big 6H. This is exactly the kind of hit you want to get. Has the 2H from range, gets the eat. We have all the stamina. We have the regeneration coming up. We have the hard knockdown. So many resources on the side. Gonna be able to get the DP punish, but are we gonna build burst before we're able to get the wall stick? No, we are not. Isozaki gonna take it to game 5.
We are getting our game 5. Oh, the Kisuke family battle continues.
First game 5. Game 5. We love to see it around here. We love to see it.
I almost forgot it was possible. The prophecy is being fulfilled.
All these 3 1s and 3 0s we've seen. Now we're on final game of this set. Only one of these players can secure points for their side, or I guess more points for their side. Big 2P coming out here from Isozaki, pushing into the corner, getting these JPs, getting these resets, having the ability to cancel off of these 2Hs. Gonna be able to represent that DP once again, gets a nice little combo with the JD, has the stamina. Man, this character is so saucy. I'm sorry. It's so saucy, man. using that 2K there to try to Abari out of the situation. Has the 2K 2D, has the tension, but we're not going to be able to get the confirm because of the gravity scaling. Gets a nice counter hit. Isozaki going down in this set at one point in time, 2-1, losing the first game, on the verge of winning this set here. Callie not gonna make it easy, gonna push into the corner. DP having to come out from Isozaki. Both these sides working so hard to get an advantage over one another, able to use that stamina, gets the eat, forces into the corner, has these plus frames on lock, trying to bait out that DP, doesn't exactly work. It's a nice little burst bait. This is exactly what you want to see from Isozaki. Gonna be able to get that wall stick, gets that 6H, and now we're just one touch away. All this stamina that we have, but Callie gonna get a nice little daughter dipper to maybe start the comeback, start the healing, salvage what we can. Tries to go for a shimmy, gets the plus frames, but these FDs are working out so well for Isozaki. Gets a nice little call out on the whip. JK gonna be able to confirm it. No! Punishes the DP, doesn't end up connecting how we thought, and Isozaki wins a nail biter.
Oh my god, I cannot believe what I just watched. That pressure sequence from Callie was absolutely absurd. Incredible stuff. And then just the absolute patience there from Isozaki to wait that out, and then go for that DP the moment they say that she has gone for it. Really, really fantastic punish there. Great stuff from both of you.
Oh yeah, great stuff from both sides, but Isozaki just able to pull it out ever so slightly there. But now we have the Sin student and the Unica student gonna come up here. I know we have seen Callie talk a good bit in chat about how the student has BRC set up, so maybe we're gonna be able to see a little bit of that from Tsukuyomi coming in here soon.
Yeah, we did see the last match we got to see from Tsukuyomi. We were seeing some very, very nasty, very unusual stuff that was a lot of fun to watch. So I am excited for this.
Gonna be great to see from both sides, you know. Both characters. Emily, I don't think she taught her BRC setups. I think she just found them on her own. At least that's what it sounded like from chat.
Sometimes students go diving into the wilderness, and they come back with these antique scrolls, and you're like, I don't know where you got that, but yeah, use them, kick some ass, go for it.
Hey, that's a big part of learning. You know, if you're only getting your source from one space, this is everything that I tell my students, or one big thing I tell my students is, I'm not perfect. Nobody that's teaching you is going to be the perfect player. Even if they're winning Arc World Tour, they don't know everything. They can know a lot. They can know a lot more than a lot of other people, but they're not going to be perfect. So getting your information from as many sources as you can, testing out what you hear, seeing if it's real or not, seeing how effective it is, if it's worth implementing, is such an important part of learning. Because if you only learn from one source, you're not learning the character, you're learning that person's interpretation of what the character should do. And that's not the same thing.
True. That is a very, very important part of the learning process, 100%. All right, and speaking of, we have Della here against Tsukuyomi, which is going to be an incredibly fun matchup. Oh, the DP from Tsukuyomi right out the gate here into another punish, a follow-up. I think we get a wall break here. Good stuff.
Able to get a nice conversion there. You know, Jorts, you said Della. I was thinking D1a. That's what I was thinking, D1a. But, like, I didn't get a confirmation in chat, so I didn't want to say anything.
Yeah, I know. I keep remembering I need to ask the student the moment he's actually in the middle of the game, and I'm sitting here like, well, I hope he's not listening to chat while he's playing.
I hope he's not listening down. But coming in with this big JH, Tsukuyomi doing a great job at representing these big buttons and kind of making Della. Yeah, you know what? We'll go with Della. That feels nice to say. We'll go with that.
Ooh, all right. RC out with the DP.
Gonna go for the 5H here. Gets the throw reset on that dash in 6K. We see DP like mentor, like student. Nah, I'm kidding. Gonna be able to go in here for more pressure. Has the JH jump in. Big grab there. Tsukuyomi gonna get a nice one on the board.
Very, very good starter from Tsukiyomi here. Yeah, we're gonna need a running checklist, Kelly. I did teach him that. I didn't teach him that. I didn't even know he had that. You know.
Every single time I commentate a bracket, whether it be beginner or like an open, people get so creative with their names.
Oh yeah.
Like, we've been struggling this entire time figuring out how to say Della, Dewanna, D1A. People are being creative. I respect it.
From the bottom of my heart, I adore Guilty Gear Strive player names so much. Like, the FGC community in general has some really, really fun names, but I feel like you get such a high concentration of them in Guilty Gear Strive. Every time I commentate, I'm just sitting here giddy over who I'm gonna get to read next. Yeah, shout out GSL.
Yeah.
What a block!
Every single time I say GSL's name, I do like the low tier god posing, like gay, sex, legend. It's so lit. We love Johto in this household. But yeah, gonna be able to take us post the wall break here. The Sin Mentor was able to get that, or Sin Student was able to get that first round there, but now we're seeing Tsukiyomi run this pressure. Nice back throw here, gonna get that meaty 6K. Tries to go for an RC, maybe not believing in the combo, but now we're gonna be able to get right back on here.
Ooh, first you don't succeed. Reversal again. Good stuff there from Tsukiyomi.
Man, Benny is so right about that. They're either edgy, serious jokes or Jack.
The Jack really is its own category. After so long of hearing so many Jacks, I showed up to my local for the first time, and the player there who keeps getting first is named just Jack. It's like, oh, okay. Yeah, that does check out.
Yeah, that'll do it. Gonna be able to get not able to get the kill here. The Ride the Lightning did not end up killing. Goes in for the meaty, but we get a jump back. Kind of chugging just a little bit here. The close slash gonna come out. YRC response from the mentor, or the student side, I should say.
All right, everyone, welcome to my Guilty Gear Strive PowerPoint presentation. Today we are going to be talking about the lore of the 2006 through 2012 games. I hope everyone is seated. This will be a 3 to 4 hour performance.
Man, what y'all know about counting 60 frames per second games 1 frame at a time? Pretty lit. Okay, we're back from our 60 frames per whenever limit that we just had. Gonna be able to go for this reset. Tsukiyomi gonna have to chew down a good bit of a lead, and a DP punish is exactly what we want. DP for DP on both sides. Burst still on the side of Tsukiyomi, but the IDJH gonna be able to catch our backdash here. Dewanna gonna be able to tie it up 1 apiece.
That I feel like the Strive gods really threw a bit of chaos in the works there.
PowerPoint slide neutral into one of the most dysfunctional hitboxes ever, according to our sources, into IADJH. You love to see it. See, this is where the honest footsies went. This is where they went. The IADJH. Now we're going to be able to put in here, going a good bit forward. Trying to back up. Big 5H in neutral. We're just slamming these big reward buttons down on both sides, but the DP going to be able to come out from Della? We're going to figure it out eventually.
We're going to find out, like, after finals is done and afterwards, since he's going to show up in chat, be like, oh yeah, it's actually pronounced Kevin.
Yeah, bro, it's one of the serious names, like, that's supposed to be Brett or something. Like, it's gonna be lit. We're gonna be able to see, but the DP gonna come out here, gets us get that link, but the 5P from Tsukiyomi, great awareness on defense, kind of just backing up, gets low profiled by that beak driver. Dea, like the Genshin character?
That does feel very possible.
I can see it. But like, why is there a 1 there?
Could be an I instead of an L. Ooh. All right, Tsukiyomi in a good position here. Just needs that one hit. And gets that one hit.
No, Flame. You must go into grand finals and claim your trophy. You must go into battle. All right. Tsukuyomi gonna be able to get a nice win on the board there. Gonna go up 2-1. Are we seeing the return of the 3-1s? Is that what we're
Might
seeing?
be. We may be back. Let's see if Dea can take it to that game 5. I would love to see me another game 5.
Leo will go into battle, not Flame. Not Flame. Leo will go into battle. That's a big distinction, man.
True. Very true. Also, Ukiyo, it occurs to me now that we did forget the most obvious potential option here is that it is in fact pronounced Jack. That we can never discount the possibility that it may be pronounced Jack.
Hey, that would be true. I mean, Jack was on Ukiyo at one point in time, so maybe. I just looked at Tsukuyomi. You know what? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Jack did play Sin at one point in time, so maybe we just picked it up. You know, got a little bit freaky with the spelling and went in for it. But 2 DPs on block. Defensive genius gonna be able to close out that round there and put us on set point.
Tsukiyomi with the pressure.
Be able to run and start some pressure, gets the jump, gets a nice little safe jump set up there, calling out that DP. Good bit of damage on the board. We still have our burst, but gonna be able to push into the corner, gonna use it, one hit away. The JH gonna let us confirm here into the DP. Gonna use this little bit of our B&B structure to try and get something started. The JH gonna hit, but not exactly gonna confirm.
Right, this is set point here for Tsukiyomi. But Della taking back, getting this set much, much closer, and sending Tsukiyomi through the wall. This really feels like anyone's round.
Gonna be able to get a nice little confirm there, but we built burst right as we hit. Gonna be able to get that low right back, and Della, the one of Jack, Brett, whatever you are, gonna be able to secure us a really close set here.
Oh my gosh, Tsukiyomi, and honestly, I don't even disagree with using the burst there to try to get that kill, because that was a position where if you just get that one hit, that puts you, like, you have won now. But it is going to put Tsukiyomi here in a little bit of a scary position, which I say, but Tsukiyomi has a great health lead right now.
Gonna go in here for that burst. The one gonna be able to understand that they need to use it to stay alive. Gets a nice little conversion and gonna get the kill. Tsukuyomi gonna be able to win the set here 3-1.
There we go. We have Cali student on the Unica taking that, finishing that student round there. But Dea, really, really amazing stuff. Excellent fight. Was such a joy to watch. Y'all, Tsukiyomi, Dea, y'all both did amazing.
I'm a big fan of the Sin team. I swear, we're not doing it to be patronizing. We just don't know how to say your name.
Yeah, the Sin team, thank you. Y'all have been so much fun to watch. And same to you, Unica. This was so fun.
I mean, now looking at the point distribution. Oh no! Did that set allow the... Did Tsukuyomi just fight for grands? Did they get in by 1 point?
Is it? Are all our rounds finished up? Do we have any more coming in?
That's it? Oh!
That was the point! Oh my god! Tsukiyomi absolutely needed that last one.
Oh my god! Woo.
That's incredible there. Unica team clawing for every last point, and in the end, it absolutely mattered. My god.
Wow, that's insane. 20 points for just the student alone. 3 points for the mentor, but 20 for the student. Wow.
Listen, Callie really had faith. She knew her student could do it.
That's... Oh wow, was it
on
both sides? Yeah, that's 24 points. Holy!
That's amazing. Yeah, the little birdie in our ear is telling us that the HC team is coming into these grands with an absolutely perfect run. They have not dropped a set here.
That's crazy. That's insane. Holy. Perfect run from the Happy Chaos team.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
wow.
would have to ask the ANC TOs here, but I'm genuinely not sure if a team has done that before. Potentially. We are on 18 now, so we have a long history of ANC going back, but it certainly puts them in a rare group if there hasn't been anyone before. No, okay, apparently no. They are the first ones to do it. Holy cow.
Wow. Maybe Happy Chaos is still top 1. Maybe the changes really didn't matter. You know? Maybe.
Oh. Well, listen, Tsukiyomi, no pressure for you. No pressure at all. You know, just
What are you talking about, Mav? What are you talking about? They just had a perfect run, Mav. It's definitely not that the student worked as hard as possible, was able to learn matchups and knowledge of the character while having a mentor that not only knew exactly what they were talking about and how they should actually mentor to be able to not only win games but provide that information to the student. That is definitely not what happened in Happy Chaos' top 1.
listen. We're commentators, you know, so we gotta go for the soundbite. We need something y'all can clip to argue about on Twitter later. That's how ANC gets famous. We need the rage bait.
Happy Chaos top 1. Happy Chaos top 1. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say.
But yeah, as a quick shout out, very much the Jacko team did some really incredible stuff.
They killed me. They got me. Oh wow.
Oh
no. No Dewada. You didn't get cooked. You did really well. Good job, homie. You did great. Don't beat yourself up. You did great, bro.
You showed off some incredibly cool stuff on stream. Unironically, being 100% genuine serious here from the bottom of my heart, it was so much fun to watch you. You were showing off some incredibly cool stuff, and I thank you for showing up. Thank you for doing this. You absolutely did not get cooked. You cooked, and it was really fun. Super fun to watch you.
All right, but now I think we're setting up for grands. We're gonna have these 2 students. Oh, I think, are we gonna have the 2 mentors fight first, and then we're gonna see the students?
For us, for the final round, it is students only. So it will be
only
directly to the students. This is the mentors are gonna sort of step back and just get a chance to show off what the students are doing.
Word. We're gonna click play. Well, the only reason why I thought like it was the thing where we have the mentors fight first, but it doesn't count towards the actual outcome of the set, was because Aiden jumped on the pedestal. But no, we're gonna be able to get into grand finals here. Is it? It's winner take all, right? Because it's first and second place. Okay, word. So Tsukiyomi is on loser's side, so we have to win a first to 3 set to be able to reset here. But being that the Happy Chaos team had a perfect run, the student may have an understanding of this matchup, being that they already fought once and already was able to win. But now we're going to be able to see if Tsukiyomi is able to get these adaptations. Nice little burst there whenever we run out of focus. Burst coming right back from Leo here. Going to be able to make it hard for Tsukiyomi to secure any type of momentum.
All right, Tsukiyomi, I think may have gotten the downplay lock-in here. Saw him a minute ago in the chat going, I think I'm gonna lose this, and already we're seeing round 1 in Tsukiyomi's favor.
Oh, going in here. Great DP, but not so great of a punish. Goes for a DP once again. Gonna try and go for the roll. Gets a nice little 2D confirm, but the 2H doesn't, or the 5H doesn't pop up how that at the ready special move used to. It's kind of hard to use inside of combos now. Gonna be able to get that 2K, but we're out of bullets. Tsukiyomi gonna push into the corner, gets the JH, securing the pressure, using these resources, gets the overhead into the reset, but a great jump out here by Leo.
Good stuff here. These health bars are evening up a little bit here.
We'll be able to get that knockdown to secure our resources. Goes for the PRC. It's the JH. Tried to maybe anti-air with the 5P, but what an air throw from that PRC Leo.
Throw.
Yeah, stopping the bleeding there. Going to tie up this round 1 apiece. 1 round closer to victory.
The grab on the tap dust attempt.
JS 2K2D here trying to start some pressure, jumping over that follow-up, denying those plus frames whenever it's not a meaty. Gonna be able to get that roll mix, trying to jump back. The FD gonna come out from Tsukuyomi. Nice little confirm here with the BRC. Maybe thought we were gonna steal the corner. Leo does end up getting hit here, gets the low, has to burst out there. We have so many resources on our side. A big focus shot, gonna be able to get the super concentration. Gonna get that burst, gonna get that boost here. Going for the gunshot, one counter hit away, one hit away from both sides. Using that Minden, using the clone to absorb the hit. What a great play by Leo.
My gosh, that was a pixel away from hitting there. Just the last possible second, Leo manages to get that kill. Incredible stuff.
I mean, Leo, one game away here. Remember, since there is a loser side, Tsukuyomi does have to win 2 sets back-to-back, 6 games in total, while Leo only needs to win 1 to secure the ANC internship number 18.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Just press buttons like how he talked to you. All right, Flay. All right, Flay, stop it.
Yeah, HC Metro giving some very unbiased advice here.
Gonna be able to lock in here. It's the big hit. The 2S gonna come in here, using that curse to just absolutely stuff out these approach options from Tsukuyomi, trying to go for these shimmies. Really doing a great job at baiting out. Able to get the punish on the slide in. Blitz gonna hit. We're slowly running out of resources, running out of the ability. Big pickup here off the BRC. Gonna get the 6S, which is gonna kill 6S. Leads to success even now with all the changes stacking up.
Very strong opening round there from Leo. But okay, very good pressure happening here from Tsukuyomi. Getting Leo stuck in the corner here. Getting a lot of nice chip damage on that. Oh, good call out of that attempt to jump out.
Now going for these portals, trying to get something started here. Goes for the backup, gets the nice little run in. Daughter Dipper gonna secure us some good damage and positioning here. Gets a nice little close slash, goes up for the stagger. Gonna be able to get some more plus frames here, but we have the resources on our side.
The chip out. Good stuff from Tsukuyomi.
Tsukuyomi gonna get a good bit of damage here. Leo, 1 round away from going up to 1 game closer, but Tsukuyomi really not trying to let them have it. Pushing more into the corner. 2H gonna start some pressure, tries to go for a JH to get something started, but the 2K Abari situation gonna be able to outspace the reversal super, doing such a great job at representing one of these bigger changes that Happy Chaos got. While Curse did get changed to only be an on-hit effect now, it's a projectile in its own right.
Indeed. Oh, we are going to see the Deus Ex Machina come out here.
Want as much damage as we can get here. 1 hit away. Gonna be able to go for these portals, but we run out of focus. Just doing the focus super. Daughter Dipper gonna let us get in, trying to go for that JH. But now, Tsukuyomi just trying to vibe for a little bit of damage. 2K2D, we're saving the burst. Leo, 1 game away from securing this grand finals.
You hate to see the death with burst. That's always such a frustrating situation to be in, where you just have to wait out the moment you think you're gonna burst. They're gonna burst bait you, but it's just too late.
I mean, both these sides are fighting so hard right now. Tsukuyomi had to do so much to be able to get here into this position. A perfect sweep from both the Happy Chaos mentor and student really did secure that first place bid, but it was a struggle for anyone else trying to secure that second place spot. And now Tsukuyomi battling for their life to try and secure something. Low slash stagger is going to let us get a nice little counter hit here. Gets the going to be able to use that tractor beam type neutral option to secure something. Gets the overhead, gets the combo. Going to be able to do a lot of damage here. You're 1 touch away if you're Leo. Are we going to be able to work with something here?
Tsukuyomi really, really working. Wants that reverse sweep. I can taste it. The deflect shield attempt.
Gonna be able to save a little bit of tension. Ooh, gonna be able to use that 2S to get a nice little disjoint. Tried to go for the reload there, but it ended up working out. Not getting our button presses like we wanted to. Tsukuyomi gonna be able to fight back a little bit here in this round.
Oh, DP attempt gets called out.
Be able to get a nice.
It's going to be Tsukuyomi going through the wall here.
Good focus here. Gets the BRC to call out any attempts here on the round start. Gets a nice little throw. Just mixing in these lows and highs, trying to make Tsukuyomi press back. Gets the RC, goes for the burst bait, but nice delay on the Tsukuyomi.
Oh, that's a tough situation to burst in. Very scary for Tsukuyomi now.
Tsukuyomi losing that burst there, losing that round to a throw. Leo 1 round away, but Tsukuyomi can still fight back. All you have to do is just win this one game and you supply yourself with an avenue right back in. Gonna be able to go for that JH, but it doesn't end up working. Gonna go for that focus shot, approaching a neutral. Leo running out of focus, trying to get something started once again. 2S far slash into the follow-up. Tsukuyomi vying for a spot in neutral, trying to get something started, gets the approach option. What a backdash throw from Tsukuyomi, gets the burst bait. This is exactly what you want to see. We don't have a lot of health here on the side of Leo. We only have 50 tension. Goes for the Deus Ex. This is really minus. If we're able to get a run up, we might be able to get a punish, but no, not able to. Hard knockdown from both sides. The gun gonna be able to come out, pushing into the corner. Gets the reset, able to get the curse hit, gets the 2K2D, has no curse, focus, but no, not able to use the Deus Ex Machina. Both sides are once and close, once away, gets the throw of our own, tries to get the tech, has the plus frame, goes for the JH, but it isn't it working, just the shot, and Leo able to secure this game 3, taking ANC internship number 18.
What a set! That last minute jump out from Leo there, I could not believe my eyes. That is going to be the HC team cleaning up for a full, true, perfect set.
Wow, great job everybody. What a great tournament from all involved, the students and the mentors. We're so thankful for all of you coming out and supporting this event. As Emily did say a little bit earlier in the stream, signups will be out tomorrow, so don't be afraid to join up if you want to. If you don't qualify, we'll let you know, but please, signups are appreciated. It really helps us with these events. Thank you so much for joining me here, Jorts. You got anything to shout out before we send off?
Well, I mean, I guess. Yep.
Oh,
Well, yep.
Forgot about that.
We'll have the winner review coming up in just a moment, but before we get into that, I do just want to shout out real quick. Thank you so much, not only to the ANCTOs, but also to everybody who participated today and who signed up and decided to be here, whether or not they ended up getting to participate in the end or not. In particular, shout out to Callie and Tsukiyami, Izuzaki and Dea. Shout out to Mass Time and Storm, our original Soul team, who unfortunately were not able to make it this week, but I'm really hoping we get a chance to see them sometime. As well as Kyron and Emma, our Kai team, who unfortunately I believe the student is sick, but another team I'm really hoping we get to see again sometime. Flane and Leo on the Happy Chaos, amazing stuff. Gono and Puppy Girl Success on the Lucy, another one I would really love to get to see in the future. Please, please, please. I want that Lucy. It's going to be fun as hell. And then our replacement teams who hopped in when others weren't able to make it, doubly appreciate y'all. That's Triple Dent Gum and Eclipse on the Anji, as well as Cryo and Frosty on the Jacko. It's all of you who make this tourney what it is and make it such a fun time and such a fun community. I can't tell you how much I appreciate everybody here giving up their time to be here and to participate in this. Y'all are amazing.
Yeah, after that, so we have our winners here. We have Flane and Leo. How did the tournament go for y'all? What was it like actually competing and being in that round robin environment?
Low-key, it was actually pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie. It's probably the most fun I had playing this game. Because ranked is pretty boring. Ranked is pretty boring. I don't like ranked.
Yeah, that's real. Yeah.
It was pretty fun for me. I always like doing like mentor brackets and stuff because it's fun to coach people and see them like grow and adapt.
So I agree with you, Flade. The couple of times that I've been able to coach, it's been one of the most fulfilling parts of my time in Strive. So yeah, but I know you talked a little bit in chat about how you didn't really have that many of meetings, just mostly meeting for a little bit of VOD review, a little bit of decision-making tips. So how was it? Like, can you go a little bit more in depth to that process of how you were able to convey that information to your student? And if Leo would like to explain on what you did to get ready for this tournament.
for the sessions, it was pretty much, I think, like, we had like 2 hours total of like actual meeting time, and it was pretty, like, as I said, it was pretty much all like just like VOD review, but it was going specifically over things that, like, like bad habits that
Yeah.
you need to remove, and like what you should be doing instead of something that's just better overall. Like a lot of curse, as you saw in there, but also just doing the same, just 2k 2d knockdown, get a resource, because death by 1,000 cuts is still death, so if it works, it works.
Yeah. What about you, Leo? What were the things that you labbed, and how did you prepare for the internship? Was there anything that you were doing outside of meetings, like maybe looking for guides, maybe trying to get a better understanding of Dust Loop, maybe even asking other Happy Chaos players?
Okay, so I looked at Dust Loop 0 times, to be honest. I think all that really helped was I think just frequency and like amount of games played against like certain characters. I think that's what helps the most when preparing and like training against them. Because all I did was I just go into the Guilty Gear server, I go into Open Park, I look for people, and then I look for those characters, and then I fight them, and then I just fight people a lot, and then that's basically how I just got better. That's really it.
Word, I see you improving through playing. I like it. I like it. That's one big part of it. If you're spending all the time in the lab, if you're doing all this VOD reviewing, it doesn't matter if you can't translate it to the game. So I respect it. I respect it. So now that you have been able to get through this round robin, now that you are on the top of the mountain, able to beat out Tsukuyomi, how does it feel? How do you feel about winning and being able to really show off how much you've improved as a student? But also, Flame, how do you feel about your student? How great is it to be able to see them like overcome all this adversity and these obstacles and have a perfect run, the first in A and C internship history?
I think it's pretty exciting. It went better than a lot better than last time I actually did it, because I think I actually did it before when it was still on 1.0, and I think I lost like horribly. It was actually pretty bad, but right now I just got a lot better, and then it felt much better playing the game.
Word. Okay, I see you. How about you, Flame? How did it feel to be able to impart this wisdom, and how does it feel now that just seeing how well they did?
I'm really proud because Leo was very, how do I say it, like very receptive to coaching, especially like even like during sets, like still listening to, when I'm saying like, oh, like they're doing this, you can do this to beat that, or like whenever some, obviously there's gonna be like fumbles, just being like it's fine, you're still alive, just lock in.
Got you. Well, congratulations to both of you. It was a great thing to watch. I haven't been able to watch a lot of new Happy Chaos gameplay in 2.0 because I hear a lot of things about how he's just so much worse, and I've seen it myself a lot too in fighting him on jams. So is there anything else that you would like to say before we kind of cut the interview? Just great job to both of you, but giving you the chance to say whatever y'all want to say.
One thing to say: don't give up. Keep playing the game, even if you lose. Just like study from that loss, get better. Just keep on playing. Don't be sad or angry about it. And if you do, just calm down for a bit and keep playing, and then you'll get better.
That, and then you just don't think so much about tier lists. Just play the characters you like and play to have fun. That's what I do. That's why I'm still on Chaos. I've played him since he came out, and I don't think I'm gonna ever drop him.
Word.
Love to hear it.
That's
Also,
amazing.
if either of you wants to shout anyone out, now is the chance. You both have the mic for it.
Shout out myself for winning. That's all I have to say.
Word, that's so based. Word. But yeah, great stuff to both of you. It was amazing to watch. It was great to be able to see all that y'all have accomplished. Again, first time that we've ever seen both sides go perfect at the same time through the entire internship. You definitely deserve this hard-fought win on both sides. Great stuff to both of you.
Very, very
Thank
cool
you.
stuff. Thank you for being here today. It was a joy to watch you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for the host.
Crickets,
Word.
huh?
I don't know what to do now. I'm gonna be real.
All
That's
right,
tough
then
crowd, tough crowd.
As Emily and Ukiyo were saying before, we have signups will be starting again tomorrow. So if you and as long as you are not the winning student, you are eligible to be able to sign up again, is my understanding. So if you are interested in participating again or participating for the first time, cannot encourage you enough to go sign up. I think the ANC community does some really, really amazing stuff with helping players improve and learn and just build community. Very highly recommend it. And from my end, I gotta say once again, thank you so much, the ANC community, for having me on comms once more. It is always so much fun to be here with everyone. Ukiyo, absolute delight to commentate with you. Really great time. So thank you for that as well. And I, from my end, only other thing I gotta say is, thank you as well to everyone in chat who was out here talking and chatting. Great part of the community as well. In particular, Gear, my previous student, love to see you always. And NT, Julie, Andrew, thanks for showing up to support me. Appreciate it.
Thank you, everybody. That was the ANC internship number 18. We thank you for all coming out, and we'll hopefully see you next time. Again, sign-up's going to be coming up soon, but until next time, we'll see you.